start with?
Oh, there we
Ooh,
go.
that was fast.
Hello. There we go. Hello.
It feels like it's been like 10 days since we've been live.
Hasn't it?
I think it actually has.
It's probably been about that. Wait, we were on
Monday
the 2nd.
1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah. It's about
9.
that.
Yeah.
It's about that.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hi. Hello, everybody.
Happy Thursday. Yes, we're back. If I don't even know what day it is. I've just been
Amy, I'll say it again. I'll say it publicly. My hat is off to you. You and Mama Pam work very hard. When you say that you're heading out on the picking trail, that is an average job times 2. Let me just tell you, somebody who did it, that's times 2. My hat is off. My hat is off to you and your mom.
When you're pounding the pavement, and then going places, open to close.
Yeah, it's serious.
Yeah, and then sleep. Bring in all the stuff. Take the stuff out. Repeat. Yeah.
Try to get to the mall before they close. Make sure you have the directions right. Make sure you know this and that. Yeah.
It's yes.
Once a year, I'm good.
But while you were on your Ohio trip, you found some fun stuff, though.
We did. It was a very fun trip. Yes.
All right. Hello, everyone. Hello. All right. I'm gonna go I already know who is here. Early bird at 1:47. And it's not the usual top 3 tonight. We have a new. We have a new number 1.
A new leaderboard.
It's Mr. Gavin. Gavin was here.
Hello,
super early today.
Okay.
Hi, Gavin. Good to see you.
All right.
Number 2 tonight is Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Good to see
you.
And number 3 is a name I haven't said in a while either. Is Matthew.
Oh, hello, Matthew.
Hello,
sir.
Terry V is here. Hey, Terry.
Hello,
Good
Terry.
to see you.
Good to see you.
Let's see. We're gonna say hello, and then we'll get right into it, you guys.
Hi, Shannon.
Shannon is here. Hey, Shannon. Good to see you. Janet is with us. Hello, everybody. Hello. The analog cat. Hello.
It's no joke. How did it get cold out in Michigan? Because it literally.
Yes. It was 60-something degrees a couple days ago, and it's cold today. And
it flurried. Windy. It flurried here at noon today.
Oh, you had snow.
Flurrying. Yeah. Crazy.
I don't have any wood to knock on, but I haven't seen any snow around here.
Crazy.
I don't want any snow. Sandy B, good to see you tonight. Thanks for popping in. Let's see. Who else? There's Judy. Hey, Judy. I got the privilege to meet Judy and Mr. Gnarly Jones over the weekend at our antique show. So they came to the show and I got to meet them and hug them, and they're fabulous. And I'm going to do a little plug here. Mr. Gnarly Jones is a musician, okay? And he has a YouTube channel, and I'm going to put the link in right now. If you want to go check it out as your leisure, jam out to some Gnarly Jones. I just put his link down into the chat. So thank you both for coming to the show. And it was so fun to meet you both in person. So thank you. All right. Miss Paula. Hi, Paula.
Hi, Paula.
Welcome in. There is Mama Linda.
Hello, Mom. I love you.
Let's see. There's Karen. Hey, Karen.
Karen.
Good to see you. Yes, as you guys are coming in, if you could give the broadcast a thumbs up, that would be amazing. Karen is going to be our bid ender this evening. Thank you in advance, Karen.
Thank you, Karen.
Let's see. Vanessa is here. Hey, Vanessa. Welcome in. There is Miss Cindy Lou.
Did you hear Amy? I'm just making. Okay. Yeah, all right. If you ever need updated on that, you just let me know.
I'm sure you'll remind me.
All right.
Miss Caroline is here. Hey, Caroline. Good to see you. Minx. Hey, Minx.
Hey, Minx.
Critter Girl, welcome in. Good to see you. Nikki's here. Hey, Nikki.
Hello, Nikki.
It's live sale time. Yes, it is. Almost. Yes. We are almost there. Brenda's here. Hey, Brenda.
Hello, Brenda.
Come in. I'm trying to scroll quickly. Miss Kathy.
Kathy.
Good to see you. Kathy, I just saw your picture before Jason and I came on backstage. That is so cute. She got Big Bertha Bunny. She got Big
Yes.
Bertha Bunny.
Yes.
Yeah. She sent a picture of
Okay.
Big Bertha Bunny. Let's see. Who else? I'm trying to not skip over anybody. Oh, there's Mama Pam.
Hey, Mama.
Hello,
Good to
Mom.
see you, Pam.
There's Renee.
Hello, Renee.
There's Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, Joe. Good to see you, sir.
Heather Gibbs.
Hi,
Good
Heather.
to see you. Tina's with us. Hey, Tina.
Tina.
Well, one of the Tinas. I hear the other Tina in the background.
She says hello. She just came downstairs as we went live
to
sort through jewelry.
Oh, she's sorting through jewelry. Gotcha.
Yes.
Sharon's with us. Hey, Sharon.
Hello, Sharon.
I think I reached the bottom. I think I made it. I think I made it all the way to the bottom. But welcome in, everyone. Thank you for being here. I did want to give a little shout out to Miss Tina Malm and Caroline for popping over in my impromptu Instagram live when we were at our antique show last Friday. Saturday, definitely Saturday. Thank you both for popping in there and coming over. That was not planned. It was just kind of, hey, let's do this. So we will be doing our live sale as normal tonight, auction style. All right, so make sure before we get into the nuts and berries, make sure you're in the best version of the chat. Make sure you're in live chat all messages before we get started. I think tonight, as we've been doing the past couple weeks, I didn't get to watch a lot of Ariana's sale on Tuesday. I saw a little bit of it, but not enough to know if there was any kind of issues with the chat as far as filtering or anything like that. So I'm not sure if that is still going on, but I guess it might still be good to put in with a bid. If you bid on anything tonight, put in an initial or an emoji or something along with your number. That will just help. And we'll just monitor it. Hopefully there's nothing weird going on tonight. All right. I will get my slides up here. So we already talked about live chat, not top chat. If you are coming over from Instagram or another platform, just make sure you're logged in to a Google or YouTube account. That is how you can access the live chat. It should automatically pop up for you if you are logged in. We do have the lag going on, so refresh often. So you can exit out of YouTube and come back in. That's a way to refresh. The easier way is to do that gear wheel icon. I hope they never take that feature away because it certainly is useful. If you tap the upper right-hand corner where my little kitty icon just appeared, you can find that gear wheel icon when you tap the screen on your mobile devices. Hit playback speed 2 times, and if you are behind in the broadcast, we will sound funny until you're caught up with us again. Try and do that as often as possible, especially before you try and put any bids into the chat. It's always good to do that refresh. We'll be doing auction style tonight. Jason does have a quick claim as well, so we'll talk about that when we get there. And we'll do the starting price up here on the screen. You can always look for the starting bids and highlighted bids in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. Because of the filtering that was happening the past few weeks, we will do our best to acknowledge all the bids that we see in the chat come in. And I'll do my best to try and highlight them all. If we don't call something out or I don't highlight something, unfortunately, that might mean that your comment has been filtered. So try and put it in again, just so that we can acknowledge that. But we will call out everything as we see it. If you're interested in anything that we're showing tonight, all you have to do is type your bids down into the chat. We'll describe it to you, give you kind of information, measurements, and note if there's any kind of issues. So if there's any kind of damage or repairs, we will show that all to you. We will do a 20-second countdown. The highest bid that we see come in before Karen G's official bid end will be the winner. We are doing just in cases, as always. All that we ask to use a just in case is that you have put in at least one straight bid on the item, then you can use it just in case during the countdown only. So that is the max amount that you're willing to pay for the item, plus the letters JIC. Type that in the chat during the countdown. And if your just in case is highest before the bid end, we'll bid you up $1 over the next highest amount. Do keep in mind multiple just in cases do turn into regular bids. If you are a new buyer, to either Jason or I, or maybe it has been a while since you have shopped with us. You can send your information again if you would like, or if any of your information has changed. It's always good to send an update as soon as possible. But if you're brand new, we need some information from you. Email to us. Our emails are up here on the screen. You can also find our information down in the description of the video. I've also pinned them in the very top of the chat. And I do know that my lovely mod squad puts them into the chat throughout the sale as well. So pretty easy to find that, but we need an email with your YouTube screen name, AKA your YouTube handle, your real name if it's different, your full shipping address, and an email that we can send a PayPal invoice to. And if you don't have PayPal, that's okay. You can still shop with us. Send us an email with all that same information. Let us know that you want to check out as a guest. That way, when we send our invoices out, we can send you a direct link. And then you can just follow the prompts, and then you can check out with any debit or credit. And when we do send our invoicing out, keep in mind payment is due within 24 to 48 hours. And shipping is our last slide. Shipping is not included with the winning bid price. That is additional. However, we do both use Pirate Ship to get discounted shipping rates. So we get a deep discount, and we're able to pass that savings on to you guys. And I am very happy we can provide that. That's why we need your full shipping address, is to calculate the weight and size and distance of your package from us to you. That's how we get your shipping rate and your shipping. So we do have available shipping anywhere in the US and Canada. I ship from Michigan. Jason ships from Pennsylvania. I will have Jason talk about that last point, and then we'll talk about when we're doing our invoicing this week, and then we'll get into it.
All right. If you purchase from me here tonight, I offer free pickup. I own a shop. It's called Mother Tucker's Antiques. I'm located in Ephrata, Pennsylvania. We're part of Adamstown, Antiques Capital USA, about an hour and a half west of Philadelphia. So if you're in the region, come check us out. I got 40 dealers that would love to have you come shop their booths. But if you want to save on shipping, just let me know. We'll invoice you for item or items. And then once it is paid for, we'll discuss on when you want to pick it up at the shop. And we can hold things for a timely manner. The extravaganza is coming up the end of April, about a month and some change away. So if you're coming in town for that, we can hold it for that. But utilize it if it's there. That way you got more money to do other things if you want to save on shipping. So as always, Amy, thank you so much.
If I lived not 7.5 hours away, I would be coming to shop.
I'm telling you, and the extrav is going to be really, really good. That spring one is always the best. You can feel it's building, so it's going to be good.
You know, and all the spring flea markets.
Yeah. Yep.
That starts opening. I know.
Yep.
Sad face. One of these times I got to make it out.
You'll be back. You'll be back again in the spring.
Oh, I know. Janice, welcome in. That's a new name to us. Welcome, welcome. All right. Did somebody else pop in here? Oh, Miss Janine popped in. Hello, Janine. Good to see you tonight. Sandra Bowers popped in there as well. Hi, Sandra. Good to see you. I think that was everybody that I saw pop in there while I was flapping my gums, but I think I covered everything. Oh, no, we have to talk about when we're doing our invoice.
Shipping, yep.
I ship out of Michigan, and I will be doing mine tomorrow. So I will email everyone when your invoice has been sent tomorrow. So at some point tomorrow. Thank you, guys.
I will be doing your shipping tomorrow, but your invoices will still go out on Saturday. I checked with Tina. So invoices will go out for us on Saturday. They'll probably be late evening. So if you could watch for that, we'd appreciate it. I ship out of Pennsylvania. Tina does have a Whatnot sale tomorrow night. She's doing some high-end jewelry. It'll be on Whatnot. That's Mother Tucker's Tina at 7 p.m. Eastern. So maybe you can head over and hang out with her. She'd greatly appreciate it. So thank you so much, Miss Amy.
And I did forget to mention that we do have community share tonight. I do have some St. Patrick's Day pictures from the boys at Countryside. We did do a little St. Patrick's Day display, and I think it has now been taken down, and they are putting up Easter stuff. So I do have those to share since this is the last Fantastic Finds before St. Patrick's Day. Yes.
God, is that next week already?
Yes, it is next week.
Oh my. Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Oh my.
So yes, I have some photos to share, and they are fun. And most of them, I believe, are new acquisitions that they have got. So Yeah, they're pretty good. All right, so stick around for that after our sale tonight. And we do have some things coming down the road next week, some special things that we'll talk about after the sale as well, coming next week. All right, I'm going to get screen set and let's get it rolling. All right, I'm going to start with this guy just because he is...
Oh, my.
I love these tiny little ones. They just get me, especially the ducks. I don't know. It's just that little feather fluff that I love. So tiny little Analee duck. And this is not, he's not quite vintage, not quite yet. He is 2009 on, I guess it's a little girl because she's got her little bow up in her feathers. She is fully posable. So her little duck feet pose and her wings and her head. She's holding a little bouquet of flowers in there. And then she's got little eggs in the other one. She is all ready. And there's her little fluffy tail. So cute. No, you had some of the ducks before. And I don't know. These guys, I just love these teeny tiny ones. These are like the Christmas ornament size. We got a couple mice, I think, that were this size at Christmas time. Just like these tiny ones. And she does stand. Let's see if I can. There we go. There she is standing. So especially, like, I think she would be really cute in a little basket or something. But she doesn't take up a whole lot of space. She is just 4 inches by 3 inches. And that is it. So MJ and Minx, I saw you both. Thank you so much. She's very nice and clean. Not really any kind of spotting. We'll move her little bangs out of the way so we can see her cute little face. There we go. Very cute. Very, very cute. And Jason's got some, I think you have some more tonight, right?
Oh, I got some bunnies and they're going to come after
bunnies tonight, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. All right. Daisy Girl, I see you at 12. Thank you so much. We're looking for 13 or more. I'm going to count it down. She's got a feather like right on her beak. There we go.
I love them. She's
okay,
good.
Let's do that countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Parmesan has been sleeping in that spot for like 3 hours.
He's got to be going through a growth spurt.
Right now it's like springtime and he's super sheddy, like shedding all the winter fur.
Yep.
I mean, but he does have the zoomies at like 2-3 o'clock in the morning every morning. So, you know, he's exhausted from all that. All right. There is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Oh, Richard, your 17 did come in after the bid end. All right. So, Daisy Girl was at 12. MJ did use a just in case. So MJ, Ducky Friend, is coming to you for 13. Thank you so much.
All right, mine are a little bigger, so they're going to start at $15 choice. $15 choice, and I have choice on Annalee's, and I think 2 of these came from our friend Joe. One of them was mine that I held on to. So $15 choice, and the first one, I think he is fantastic. He is a little Easter bunny. You can see he is in really good, clean condition. Now that the time changed, I feel like my lighting's really hot. There we go. So he is in really good, clean condition. He has his original paintbrush. I tried to find his little Analee tag to tell you what year he is. Unless it's hidden somewhere, I cannot find it. So I don't know what year he is.
Look at that big old tail he's got.
I know. Look at the big pom-pom tail here in the back. And he has his big original paintbrush. So I thought this would be fun. If you guys had some painted eggs, you could put some of those plastic ones or painted ones, you know, around him. And he is 9.5 inches tall. So he's 9.5 inches tall. Let me show you how cute his face is with those blue eyes. He's in his little purple overalls. He got a little sloppy with the paint because he was painting Easter eggs. And he's got his little bandana here around the front of him. So he'll be your first one at $15. I don't know what year it is because I cannot find his little tag anywhere. This one I love. If you love the Analee, and I believe it's an Analee mouse. So if you love the Analee mice, this one is cute because this little one is dressed up.
Mouse and a bunny suit.
Like a bunny. And this is his original basket. I was able to verify that this was original to him, which it is. And you can see our little tail friend right there. And I'm pretty sure that this one is one of the like brown faced little mice or mouse. And he does have his tag right here. Thank you, MJ. I see you're 15. And on his tag, he is from 2013. So he is from 2013.
So
and he is really, really clean. And he's wearing his little bun outfit. Look at the little pink pom-poms on the front with his cute little bow, basket in hand. Now, they didn't put anything in the basket. There's not supposed to be, but you could put little eggs in there if you want. And then you can see the little brown tail on the back. So Minx is in at 16. We're looking for 17. And last but not least, the showstopper with her big feather boa around her. Like, you can move this however you want around her. She is a queen with that. Look at that face. The only thing is one of the eggs on the back here looks like it's starting to crack open a little bit. I usually don't have that issue with Analee's, but that one started to open up a little bit so you can see the styrofoam. So that might be a condition issue you might want to know of. On her tag, it says she is from 2005. So she is on the older side. And she has this big, huge pom-pom tail.
God, the tail, I said tail feathers, tail fluff.
The pink boa, you can wrap it around her. You can have it down. She reminds me if Analee would be a Phyllis Diller. Like, she reminds me maybe Phyllis Diller from the 60s with her little feather boa getting a little crazy. So she will be your third choice. So you'll either pick bunny and hat. So bunny and hat. And this one is from 2005, and this one's about 7 inches tall. This one we're going to call mouse. So this one we're just going to call mouse, and that one is from 2013. So it's bunny hat or mouse. And in this one, we're just calling brush. We're going to call him bunny brush or brush, okay? So let's go ahead and count him down. We'll hold him up. I'll hold as many as I can. And we're looking for 17 or more, and just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. This one's hard to hold. She's got a huge tail. And to try to get around her little body with that big tail, it's a little difficult. But they all stand nice. If you bend their feet a little bit, they stand up really cute. So it'll be bunny brush, mouse, or bunny hat. So thank you, MJ. I saw your just in case, and I see Minx is just in case. So Minx at 19, you get first choice. It's bunny hat. Really cute. You can see her little pink bow, her hat. Just note that one egg, a little bit of the outside's cracking. So bunny hat, bunny brush, or mouse. Again, super cute. This one you might even be able to work into your Halloween display, like pretend the mouse is dressed up as a bunny for Halloween. But again, it'll be bunny brush, mouse. I love that mouse. And then, so you want brush and hat. Both bunnies are yours. Thank you so much. So MJ, let me know, were you interested in the cute little mouse dressed up as a bunny? If you are, just say yes or mouse. And if you pass, we'll bring him back or her back during the recap. But I got you for those, Minx. Thank you so much. And I will watch the comments. Let me know, MJ. Thank you so much.
Oh,
MJ,
yes.
It's yours. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations, everyone. Very cute. All right. I have a choice round as well. So these choices are going to be a postcard and a figurine pairing. So there's 2 different choices for those. I put that in my start bid, so hopefully that makes sense. Okay. So the first choice I have, and so you're going to get the postcard plus the figurine. All right. So I'm going to start out with, and these are both Lefton figurines, and neither one of them have any chipping to them that I could find. So first you're going to get the little Lefton duck, which I don't run across the ducks as often as I do the rabbits. And again, good shape. These are both kind of that satin finish. It's not high glaze, but everything is fired on, so no cold paint. And it is going to come along with an antique ducky postcard. I couldn't help but pair these things together because I thought they looked cute. And this postcard that's coming with the duck, I believe the postmark on there is 1909. It's kind of really hard to read. This one is not, well, it is used, but this one's a USA postcard. It's from the Easter series number 20 here on the back. So it has been written on, but very cute. Purple background, which I'm here for. The cute little duckies going for a swim, Easter greetings. There's a little bit of wear to the corners of the postcard, but that's why I paired those two together. So you're going to get the pair for 18. And then the other choice is Bunny Friend, Brown Bunny. This is also Lefton, Brown Bunny. So not super kitschy, cartoony, but more kind of realistic figurines, very highly sculpted. You can see all that fur texture. This one does have the Lefton foil sticker. The duck does not. And the postcard coming along with this one. There we go. So that's the pairing there. This one is a made in Germany postcard. This one does have a little tiny missing corner on it, and some of the celluloid coating is a little cracked on there, but I really liked this one. I liked the look of this one with the violets on it, and it is printed in Germany here on the back side. And I don't know, I can't read the date on that one. I think 1912. It's a little worn off. I can see part of it right in there. I think it's 1912, but I'm not really sure. But that is bunny pairing. All right. So both of the figurines, like I said, don't have any chipping. The bunny is 4x4 and the duck is 3x4. So they're about the same size and they look cute together, of course. So choice number 1 is the duck postcard with the duck. Quack, quack. Very cute.
Those ducks, Amy, I never see those ducks.
I know. And pairing number 2 is the bunny. But I don't see any interest in those. We'll bring them back. We'll get Jason going.
All right.
We're going to try. Oh, there's Nikki. Sorry, guys. Sorry. The lag. Okay. Nikki, I see you. Thank you so much. We are going to try and move it along quickly tonight, just so that we're not here super late. All right. Nikki's in at 18, so we're looking for 19 or more. On choice of postcard and critter pairings, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid it.
Those would make great Easter gifts for somebody.
Instant.
I'd be so happy.
Just need a basket.
Yep.
Just need a basket to put them in. All right, Nikki, I see you just in case. Thank you so much. There is the bid in from Karen. All right, Nikki, let me know if you want duck or bunny or both. Duck, buck, duck, bunny, or both. That's really hard to say. Oh, she's already after the duck. All right. So she's going to take the duck pairing, and I will bring the bunny back for the recap. Thank you.
$10 choice. And I don't know how these showed up in my reel. So I don't even know if you guys even knew I had them. So I did get these in Ohio. So they're going to be $10 choice. And I have some of these German little embossed die cuts. Okay. I don't think they're from the Victorian age. I think they're probably from the 1980s. But they are nice, high quality. So I have 3 different that you could choose from. They are still combined. So you will have to snip them apart and do with them what you want. So $10 choice. This will be A, but this one is 3 little bunnies with the little chicks hanging out. One of them is playing their flute. So you can see the one bunny here. He is all dressed in his fancy attire and he's got his little chick friend there. Then you could snip out the more feminine female style bunny. And this will be your first choice for $10. She has a little basket full of eggs, little chick friend. And then you have number 3, who is strumming away on his little guitar. I don't think it's a mandolin. I think it's a guitar with his little chick friend. So this will be your first die cut choice at $10. The way it measures right now, it's about 7 inches by about 4 3/4. Okay. So that in of itself, you could frame it like that. So that's going to be your first one. This is going to be your second one. Well, hello, Lisa. 3 corgis. Good to see you, friend. This one I've never seen before. This one I thought would be really fun for you to snip out into junk journal with, or put these in your flower frogs. And this one, I believe, yes, it does say that it's made in Germany if my camera wants to focus. So it says made in Germany right there. So this will be your second choice. We're looking for 11. And this one has the little scenes of the bunnies of doing different things. So they're kind of giving each other directions. This one fell down, I guess, having a talk with Dad Bunny. This little guy's pondering life and wanting to know what his future is going to hold. This one here, hey, look, he's playing an accordion. So he's playing an accordion. She was in the middle of doing the YMCA and saw a chick bust open. This guy here was also in the middle of doing the YMCA. This little guy here, he's smoking or playing something. This one here reminds me of the show 227. You know how the granny used to like talk out the window? Remember that show?
Out the window.
So, and then she is bathing little baby bunny. So this will be your second choice. And again, these are from the 1980s, I believe. They really started to remake this stuff in the 70s and 80s, but it is good high quality. So you can tell the paper, you can tell it's embossed, but it's just not the original antique die cuts. These I don't see that often. So this one, the way it is uncut, it measures 6.5 by about 4.5. So that'll be letter B if you want it. I hate to pick favorites, but I have to tell you, this is my favorite. Look at all these little chicks.
Oh my gosh, look at the chicks.
And this one also, I believe, yes, it was printed in Germany. So here is the dapper chicks pulling the little egg, pulling the little bunny cart. You have these two little chicks, one playing the violin or bass. I don't know. A violin would be that big for a chick. This little chick has a little cap and an egg. This one here has the wheelbarrow with some eggs in it. This little chick has an umbrella, and then you can see where it also says right here that it was made in Germany. And then you have this cute little guy here. He has his little basket full of eggs. And these are done with such good quality that I think if you mix it in with some of your true like Victorian ephemera, I think it's going to look really, really good together. So this one is going to be C, of course, for chick. And the way this one measures out uncut is about 6 3/4 by about 4 3/4. So this was your third choice. I'll make it easy typing wise. This one would be C. So thank you, Heather. I see you're 10. Nicole's in at 11. So this will be C. This one is going to be B. And again, these are so good quality, and you can use them for a multitude of things. That's going to be letter B. And then this one was the first one I showed you. This one is going to be letter A. So we'll count it down. We're looking for 12 or more on choice. You can pick whichever ones you want, probably from the 80s, German die cut. Let's do it. Counting down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I see Elisa in at 12. Don't forget you can use it just in case if you're an active bidder. So for easy type, it will be letter A if you want that one, letter B if you want that one, and letter C if you want that one. I hate to pick favorites, but
the chicks are pretty great.
They are pretty good. But I got to say, these and the bunnies are pretty good. So there's our bid end. So Nicole at 13. Nicole at 13, you get first choice. Lisa, you'll have backup. So again, this was letter A. Again, I'll hold them as still as I can. Amy, I need one of your cameras. Mine is puttering
I did send it to Tina. FYI.
I know. So you want chicks.
So you want forgetting.
All right. So Nicole, you're taking the chicks. They are yours. So Lisa, you had your bid in early. So hopefully these were one of the ones you wanted at 12. So this one's going to be A. And this one is B. And then if it gets back, it'll be up to Heather then at 10. But UK, you wanted the bunnies. So that one is yours. Thank you so much. Then I think the only other one was Heather. So Heather, if you wanted the ones here, you can have them for 10. If not, we'll bring them back and start them all over again in the recap. And I'll just watch the chat, and no pressure, Heather. If you didn't want it, we'll recap it. But I got you, Nicole, and I got you, Lisa. Thank you so much. I got you, Heather. We'll bring them back.
Okay.
We'll bring them back.
All right. I'm bringing a surprise item for my next round. I did not preview this. Jason has seen it, but no one else has seen it. And I just got this at our show that Mama Pam and I did over the weekend. I might have shown it to Judy. I can't remember. But he's weird, and I had to get it. It's a plush. I couldn't find anything about this. I don't think it's handmade, but it's pretty fabulous. There he is.
I love him.
Look at this bunny.
I love him.
It was just, he spoke to me the second I saw it. I was like, oh my gosh, he's so cool. So he's taking his bunny senior photos. He's like in that pose. I have a senior photo in this pose. I'm sure many of you do. He's going to start at 24. He's going to start at 24. And yeah, he is a poser. He certainly is. Now, he's fairly clean for being a white bunny. There's a couple little small discolorations on the bottom, which I'll show to you. So here on the bottom of this leg, there is a couple little like discolorations right there. And then back here, there's two little blue spots. I did not try and clean this or anything like that. Judy, I see you. Thank you so much. He does have some like wiry whiskers, although they're kind of like thicker yarn. He's got felt eyes, felt nose, silk lining. There is armature in here, so you can pose the ears if you want to. He's got his little back feet, crisscross applesauce, and they're sewn together. They're sewn together like this, and then his little tail. And then this kind of ribbon around his neck is velvet, purple velvet. I don't know. He's just cool. I've never seen a rabbit look like this before. He was a new one to me, and I couldn't find him. I did try. I tried to find another one that looked like him. And he sits. I don't really have anything big enough for him to sit on, but he sits flat just fine. So, I mean, I had him sitting up on top of one of the pillows back there away from Parmesan. But yeah, that's about all I know about him. But I couldn't find him, but I don't think that he was handmade. I really don't, based on the kind of fur that he is. Typical vintage plush. He doesn't have like a tag or anything. I think he's just fabulous. All right. So Miss Judy's in there at 24. So he's watching Full House.
Yes, he is.
All right. Let's do a countdown. We're looking for 25 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I'm sure he's got some stories to tell. I'm sure he does. Yeah, Parmesan hightailed it out here. I don't know. He had some business meeting to attend to, I guess. All right, there is the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Judy, he's hopping your way. Thank you so much.
I think he looks like the Playboy bunny. I honestly do. I think he kind of does. I didn't want to say that.
But I don't think that's what he is.
All right, $24. $24, Amy, and you're going to get both of these, okay? They're from the same time frame, but they're from different companies, okay? And they would have come in different trios, but I think they pair well together. So you're going to get them both for 24. These are very collectible and very sought after furry, kitschy ceramics from the 50s and 60s. They've really grown in popularity. Folks that leave bunnies out all year round, or folks that use these during Easter. But the tall one is, I believe, he's made by Norcrest. He does not have his Norcrest sticker anymore. The little one, which I love, this version with the ears crossed and the hands crossed, is made by A Fine Quality Ceramics. So you'll get them both for $24. So surprisingly, the fur on both of these is very clean, very fluffy. Minimal crazing, although there's normally a lot of crazing on these. These are probably from the late 50s, early 60s. They did a good job on the eyes. And again, I do believe this is Norcrest, but it's missing its Norcrest label. And they came in sets of 3. Usually you see sets of 2. And you can see how the ears are cocked. Really, really cute, kitschy little bunny. And this little guy here, he's about 5.5 inches tall. So he is about 5.5 inches tall. So they did paint the mouth really good, the nose. He's got his front little paws curled over. And again, I believe he's Norcrest. This other one is made by Fine Quality, A-Quality, and Ceramics. This one you don't normally see that often with the ears kind of curled over themselves. You can see he has his original furry tail. This one does have its original little label right there. And again, honestly, when these come up on other platforms or sold other places, they want $24 each usually for them. So they were both little orphans. They didn't have any friends. I paired them together. I think they look really, really good together. And you can see the eyelashes.
They have a lot of that. They have a lot of fur fluff left.
They do.
On them
and
too.
It's clean too. It's not discolored. It's not browned. No chips or repairs, minimal crazing. And this guy here, he's about 3 1/4 inches tall. So he's about 3 1/4 inches tall. And again, you're going to get them both. It's not choice. He has his original A Fine Quality ceramics there on the bottom. And we're going to hold them up together again so you can see how they're going to look in your display. I think they look really cute together. They're kind of spilling the tea by the water cooler. Kathy, I see you're 24. We're looking for 25 or more. And I think if you were going to marry two together from two different series, I think they look well together. People would actually think they would think that they were both the same manufacturer. So let's go ahead and count it down. We're looking for 25 or more. And we are doing just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Kathy's in at 24. We're looking for 25. Or the bid end from Karen G. Again, thank you so much, Miss Karen. And I think they look well together. So I see you. There it is. All right, Kathy, they're yours. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
All right. I have a really cool greeting card for my next round. It's going to start at 16. Normally, I do not find larger size mechanical Easter cards. This is fantastic. It's really cool. I've never seen this one before. Actually, I don't know. I can't attribute it to Hallmark, Gibson, Norcross, any of those. It's not marked in any way. It does have an inscription on the back, and I will show that to you. But it is large. You can see how big it is. And it's mechanical. So the bunny's arm moves to reveal his cute little face. I think this is really cute.
It's good.
There he is. And it says at the bottom, "Hi, hello, howdy do. Happy Easter Day to you." You can just picture him walking down the street and saying that. And it's pretty vibrant for 1939. It is dated on the back. So pretty bright colors for 1939. There is a little bend here in the corner, but that's about it. And there is the writing on the back. To Junior from both grandmother and great grandmother, and wow, both great grandmothers and grandmother. 1939 dated on the back. So wow. That's pretty cool. I have found flocked cards like this, but I've never found mechanical cards quite this large before. Now, this one doesn't have an easel back, so you do need like a flower frog or to lean it, something to prop it up with, but very cute. Now, it doesn't have any like glitter or anything else on it. It is just kind of flat illustrated, but really that little corner bend down here is about it. Everything else is really nice, good working condition. Hey, howdy do. Howdy do.
You know, Minx is right. The colors, especially for those 1930s, those pastels are really iconic Easter colors. And it really, really looks Easter, Easterish.
And I think he could leave him out.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
All right, Miss Janine. Hello, Janine. I see you in at 16. Thank you so much. We are looking for 17 or more, and I'm going to do a countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. He's
a thick bunny, too. Look at his belly. It's in his pants. I'm here for it.
I loved this. Loved this. All right, there is a just in case from Janine. How to do, bid end. All right, Miss Janine, it's coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $20, and I need my kitsch lovers. I need my kitsch lovers in the house because this little guy here is pretty doggone fantastic. I've never found such a large, made in Hong Kong, flocked, derpy bunny like this in all of my life. I think he is fantastic. He is in very good condition. A lot of times, some of the flocking is peeled back. There's none peeled back from him. He does retain his original made in Hong Kong sticker here on the bottom, but my camera does not want to focus, so it does say Hong Kong there on the bottom with some sort of a maker's mark. He is bright pink, so he's a very, very bright pink. Hopefully it's reading on your screen. He has some blonde hair. His eyes are plastic. This one is like a higher quality flocked piece because they actually glued like some felt pieces. So his teeth are glued on here. His little bow tie is glued on here. He has fur here on his little chops. I always call them the chops. You can see where they airbrushed a lighter pink here on the inside. I didn't even check to see if he glows. I'm sure he does. Yeah, he does. He fluoresces under black light with some of the paint. So again, he has a fun bow tie. That you can just see where they glued the twofers on there. I love his little flower kind of belt buckle. That's the way they glued it on. And he's a happy little fighting bunny. I don't know what he wants to fight about, but he's like, Easter's coming. You want to fight about it? And then he's got a little pink tail there. That's light pink. It might be reading white on your screen, but that is light pink back there. And you can see that there's no distress. There's no tearing. There's no issues to the flocking. He is in really, really good condition. He measures a whopping 10 inches tall. So he is a whopping 10 inches tall. You can see the plastic eyes that are applied, and then they flocked around it. I love his blonde hair. Nothing is, all, messed up. It's nice and, it's not matted up or issues. It's very nice and clean too. Then there's fur right here. I hope you guys can see what that's reading. It is fur, and he does stand on his own. I think he's really unique. And again, I'm calling my kitsch lovers because if you guys know to find these plastic flocked pieces like this in this condition, I normally don't. So you can see how they did paint his hands. They put a little bit of like darker purple on it on his hands to kind of detail his little gloves. You can see where they went with like a black or a dark purple down here on his feet. And he's just really cute. I think he'd look cute with a. I
wonder if he came with like a counterpart, to tell the rest of the story, because I have questions.
When I bought him and I took them into the shop, I got a pink mouse and I got a blue cat. And they all were just in these different poses. They were in sort of superhero poses, have you? Do you know what I mean?
Okay. All right.
So he kind of was the one that was like the take charge one. The other ones kind of just had their hands up like superhero style. But even in my research, nothing told me exactly.
I've never seen that one. That one.
Why and what they were doing. So again, it's $20. The base of it is a blow mold plastic. It's flocked all over. You can see the eyes. Yes, I do think it was a blue cat. But I held on to the bunny here. Oh, and the ribbon is a pale pink. So it is a pale pink. So again, $20 if anybody's interested. It's probably from the late 60s into the 70s with it being Hong Kong. But the kitsch lovers aren't here tonight. So we'll put him to the side and we'll bring him back for the recap and offer him then. All right.
He's very cool.
I think he's
usually
really
if I see any flocked bunnies like that, they're like this big.
Like I know.
They're smaller, like salt and pepper shaker size. Oh,
I know.
Richard.
There's my kitsch lovers. Thank you, Richard. Let me do a quick countdown just so we account for that lag. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Looking for the bid end from Karen G. Don't forget, Richard, if you wanted to use it just in case, you could. but I think he's going to come home to another kitsch lover. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. I love it.
Congrats, Richard. Okay. I'm going to Antique Easter for my next round. And I think this might be the second one of these I've ever had. This is a made in Germany. Oh. And it is a plaster composition, chalk composition, German bunny candy container. And this is not the kind where the head comes off, although they did make those as well. This one has the bottom for the candy container. Now, he is not like perfect shape. There's a couple little chips to the plaster kind of coating. And it is covered with gesso paint. So it does have like kind of that chalky finish feel to it. Gesso is what like canvases are painted with to make them white. It's the same kind of material. So there's a little bit of kind of the edging missing from that ear. I'm not really seeing just like kind of on the ears. There's just a little bit on the ends. But for the most part, he has still a lot of his original paint left, and he has a candy container. And so on the bottom here, this is going to be really hard to see. It is stamped Germany right here. So there is this paper disc right here that you were meant to peel off, and there's a cardboard insert that is attached to this. So when you would pull it out, you were meant to shove candy in the rabbit's cavity and then put that back in there. That's how those candy containers work. And then later on, they switched to taking the rabbit's head off and doing it that way and turning the rabbit's head into the candy container lid instead of the bottom of the bunny. This dates like 1920-ish, 1920s on this. I do believe the last one of these I had a leg repair, but I think he's pretty good overall shape. They did brown bunnies in the same kind of style. And he's definitely not the largest. They did other sizes of these as well. He measures 5 1/4 by 5. 5 1/4 by 5. I love these. I just usually don't get to purchase them. Wishnick, welcome in. I see. Okay, so I saw Jodie Gnarly Jones, Aaron. Judy's back in there. Wishnick's at 30. Judy's back in there at 32. So we're looking for 33 or more, and I'm going to do a countdown. Don't forget, if you have a bid in there, you can use it just in case if you would like during the countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. All right, Wishnick's got a just in case in there.
God, he's so clean and in such good condition.
I love these bunnies. I like kitschy bunnies, but I like these kind of bunnies too. All right, let's see. There is the send eye drops bid end.
Right.
Only clear eyes can provide relief. Okay. So at the end there, Wishnick had a just in case of 38. Judy had a just in case of 40. But Aaron at Blueberry Barn had a just in case of 45. So Aaron, Bunny is hopping to you for 41. Thank you so much.
$26, Amy. And usually when you show these style of planters, they're usually baby planters. This one was made for the market for Easter because they made one with a bunny. But I was really excited to find this one with our little lamb friend on.
I love that lammy card.
It doesn't mean folks didn't use it for baby planters, but the intended purpose of this one was meant for the Easter season. So our little lamb friend has a slight little bit of luster to him. They did them in more matte or with a luster. The bunny I had, 2 years ago now, had luster on it, and I was never able to find one without the luster. So before we get into it, this is a pretty known name company. It is made by Napco ware. It has its original Napco sticker on the bottom. Some of it is missing, but the Napco sticker remains. He is a nice large planter. So this is going to be a nice planter. If you have one of those larger, maybe Easter style bottle brush trees, you could put in it. You could definitely put a nice big arrangement in this planter if you want. And this guy is a nice hardy big one. So Here is the cute little lamb's face. You can't get much more kitschier than that. Maybe just a little rub on the nose, but he's got his little golden bell. He has his little blue, his collar on. Now, there is a little bit of paint wear here to the back on the blue, okay? But that's on the back, and I don't really think that's a huge, a huge drawback on it. No chips or cracks. He has his little pink little wagon, his little stick wagon he's pulling. He is very, very clean on the inside, and he is technically two-sided. Look how they painted the little hooves, his little feetsies there in pink. The back is pink. That blue is a little harder to touch up, so I thought maybe the new owner could do that if they want. But boy, is this little lammy just this cute little whimsical, kitschy 50s, 60s ceramic with all those little curls of little flocky lammy fur. He's so cute. He measures a whopping 9.5 inches. He's 9.5 inches wide. So if you're looking for a nice larger planter, to put into your Easter or your kitsch display, because Easter's kitsch you can leave out. We can leave it out all year, whatever you want. But he's 9.5 inches wide, and at the tallest point, he's 5.5 inches tall. So I was really excited because a few years ago when I found the Easter one and I researched it, I knew they made this one, but this is the first time I've ever found it, and had it to sell. So Easter planters are not, and I sound like a broken record for some of these holidays, but the Easter planters, Easter is not getting any easier to find. Neither are the other holidays. But Easter, it seems it falls victim like, Halloween and Valentine's. They didn't make a ton of it. And sometimes when you do find it, it's damaged or not in good condition. So $26 Napco ware, 1960s, I believe, made in Japan. If my camera wants to focus, there we go. With the Napco sticker, you can see where the bottom of the wheels here is part of what helps it stand. And then it's nice and sturdy because you're going to use all 4 feet of our little lamb friend. So again, I do believe they made this in the light luster like this one is. They also made it in no luster. And I do believe our little lamb friend would have had one in pink, which is this one, or one in blue.
Yeah, I think there's a blue cart one too.
Because the bunny I had a few years ago I think mine had a blue cart. I think mine had a little blue cart. So again, $26. I'm just accounting for the lag. Again, guys, I don't want to belabor it, but I don't know if folks are watching on their TV and grabbing their phone. But $26 on the Napco ware 1960s lamb with cart, 9.5 inches wide. 9.5 inches wide. That sucker's big. That's the biggest Easter planter I've offered this year so far. And it is about 5.5 inches tall. But we will put him over to the side and we'll bring him back for the recap. Thank you, Amy.
Almost put in a really high start.
It
is not starting at $328. No, it is not. It is starting at $28 for my next round for a pair of items. Now, these originally did not come together. However, I made the executive decision to make a pairing. So the first thing that you're going to get is, well, actually, I'll show you the pairing together, and then I'll talk about them individually. So I have a Nancy and Storybook doll tonight. A little bit harder to find one that I've never had before. And hopefully you can guess who this is. I'm pairing it with a German Putz sheep because I couldn't help it because it's like the perfect size. So you're going to get the Putz sheep along with, this is Little Bo Peep. All right, she didn't lose her sheep. She found it, and it's coming along with her. So I'm going to show you the doll first. And, of course, the Putz sheep didn't originally come with her. But this is number 153. She is Little Bo Peep, and I've never had any of the variations of Little Bo Peep. She has a little felt hat with little kind of flowers up there and original little chenille staff that she would have. I got my book out so I can show you some of the other variations. She's dressed in this really pretty light yellow kind of taffeta material with rosebuds all over it, purple, and she's got blonde curly hair. There's the back of her with the safety pin closure that was manufactured. She's also has a dolly stand that she can stand with. All right, it's very nice and clean. She's 5.5 feet frozen body. And then usually these German putt sheep are like $30 on their own. You can see the little paper wrapping around the neck. It says Germany. So this is also that kind of paper ceramic composition stuff for the face of the sheep. And it does have kind of wool batting for the sheep. And these are kind of little wood painted feet on the sheep itself. Yes, the putt sheep. I mean, I filmed groupings of them at the Midwest Holiday Show. I know I have. But I had to put it with her because she just needed her sheep. I'm going to show you quickly here. Here are some of the other variations. There's quite a few different variations of Little Bo Peep, but I've never had any. But you can see all of them have their little chenille, little staff. There is my variation there at the bottom. She actually was missing her staff when they photographed her, but you can see all the other kind of variations of her, and none of them come with a putt sheep. None of them do. Lisa, I see you. Thank you so much. So let's do a countdown. Oh, the little putt sheep measures 3 inches. They did make these in all sorts of different sizes of these. This guy's antique. This one is from the 40s, but they're coming together. All right. Lisa's at 28 from 3 Corgis Vintage. We're looking for 29 or more. Let's do a countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. So the putt sheep, how you get this to stand, you kind of just have to spread the legs a little bit and kind of place it. He does stand. I've had a couple of these over the years, and they're all kind of like that, that you just kind of have to, I forgot your little lammy tail. There's this little lammy tail. All right, there is just in case from Lisa, and there is a bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Lisa, coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, this is going to be a quick claim round.
Okay.
I'm going to quickly, it's going to be a hardy one. So I'm going to show you guys what I have, and then I'm going to give you a letter. And then if you put the letter in, you can claim whatever you want. So I'll give you a letter, but then before then, you'll know how much they are each. So these are from 1978. They're ornaments. They're little Easter ornaments, and they have their stickers. They're made by the R. Dawkin, a company, which I think is the same company that made Dream Pets and Plushes and things like that. So this little guy here is in a hard, like blow mold or very hard plastic eggshell. Okay, so this is the way they were manufactured, and it has its original little tag right here. Okay, so there's the tag on it still, and you can see that it was made in Korea in 1978. So I have 4 of these available, and they're all in the same condition. Their little egg base is yellow. They have 2 little flowers, and they're made of this very dense pom-pom style material. So it's your little bunny. So I have 4 of these. They all have their hangers. They're all very clean, and they're all in the same kind of condition. So I have 4 of those available, okay? So that one, they're going to fall everywhere. Then I have 3 of the pink ones, okay? Three of the pink ones. Now, there is one condition issue with the pink ones. So if somebody claims just one, you'll get the one with 2 flowers. The other 2 I have are missing one of their flowers, okay? But you can't go wrong with pink. It's the pink tax, they always call it when it comes to vintage. Pink is always very desirable. So you can see they have their very lime green, very pastel pink bows on there, little pom-pom bodies. So I have 3 of the pink. 2 of them are missing one of their flowers. Roughly, they measure about 4.5 inches tall, okay? I don't really think that takes away from it, but if you see any like darkening there, that's glue residue, okay? That's just glue residue. So I have 3 of the pink. And then I only have 1 of the little duckies. So I have 1 of the little duckies here. Dad, little ducky with his little sailor cap on. And you can see he has his original tag as well from 1978. So just to quickly recap, I have 4 of we're calling these the white ones. So I have 4 of the white ones. I have 1 duck. And I have 3 of the pink ones. And of course, the first person to claim a pink one will get the one with 2 flowers. If you want to pass in, that's fine, but it's just a little flower. I don't really think it distracts from it too much. So I have 3 of the pink, and that's what I'll call them, pink, 4 of the white, and 1 of the ducks, okay? They're going to be $10 each. $10 each, 1978. Put in the letter P, and you can claim whatever you want. The letter P, if anybody's interested, at $10. These are great ornaments to find Easter ornaments or things like that, and they do stand on their own. They have little flat spots, so you can use them as figurines. So if anyone's interested, you put in the letter P, and they'll be $10 each. And I have 3 of the pink, 4 of the white, and poor little duck friend got spun around. And I have 1 of the little ducks. And they're all in very
I've never seen any of these.
This was the first time I've ever found any of these, and these came out of
that
a
little
collector.
sailor duck. He's really
I know.
cute.
So they came out of a little collector that had collected some of Easter style eggs and ornaments, and I found them in the bottom of that box. So Christopher, with the letter P, you let me know what you're interested in. I have 3, and these would be, then you'll claim them pink. I have 3 of them. Let me know how many you want. I only have the 1 duck. MJ, I see your P. And then I have 4 of the white ones. So Christopher, let me know how many white ones you want. Oh, he wants a duck. All right, Christopher, the duck is yours.
Christopher.
MJ, if you were interested in any of the bunnies, I have 4 of the white ones. And then I have 3 pink ones. And if you claim just 1 of the pink ones, you'll get the one with the 2 flowers. If you want all 3 and you're feeling crafty and you want to make your own, they wanted the duck as well. So the duck is going to you, Christopher. I'll bring the other ones back in the recap. Thank you so much.
Cute. Cute puffballs. All right. I guess I will do, I did get 1 bunny doll done. Hopefully I will have maybe 1 more for next week. We'll see how much I get done. But I have a handmade bunny doll for tonight. Just freshly painted her today. That's why I just got a preview out for her. And she is dressed in, I don't think I had this fabric. I think maybe I bought it after Easter last year. But it is modern fabric. Sometimes I use vintage, but this is modern fabric covered with, I just love the colors in this. Bright color flowers and eggs all over. And I love that it had pops of purple in here. Paula, I see you. Thank you so much. And in the split, there's polka dots. This is a big kind of shimmery yellow vintage button. Of course, there's wire armature in the ears, so you can pose the ears how that you want. I have put a little crocheted flower. Now, I did not crochet this flower. Somebody else crocheted this flower, not me. Up in the ear. I can't crochet or knit to save my life. I can do like 5 stitches and then I can't do anymore. So somebody did a really good job making that crochet flower, but I thought it went cute. She's got polka dots down for her socks and orange shoes. And of course, I hand paint their faces. I like to do the lashes. I like lashes on the Kitschy ceramics, so that's my favorite part to do. And a little blushing as well. So both of the ears have the armature, and then of course there's hook and loop on the back of the dress. And she is pre-tramp stamped there on the back side as well. So she's a little bit larger because of the ear span here, a little bit taller than usual. She is 22 inches by about 8 inches wide. Okay, so Kathy's in there at 45. Thank you so much. We are looking for 46 or more, hoping to get 1 more done for next week, you guys. I'll try my best. Okay, let's do a countdown. We are looking for 47 or more. And right now, Paula's got the high bid at 46. Kathy was in there as well at 45. So looking for 47. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bunny bid end. Love this fabric. Kind of a little vintagey feel to the fabric. That was why I liked it. I was drawn to it. Bright, happy colors. All right, Kathy's back in there at 47. Oh, Wings came out of nowhere. Hey, Wings, with the 65 right there before Karen's bid ends. All right. Pew Pew Wings. Paula, your just in case did come in after the bid end. I see it on both devices. So Wings, congratulations. Coming to you, friend, for 65. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $48 if anybody is interested in my big-eared bunny. It is in overall very good condition. There are one or two little call-outs, so if you don't want to bid yet, you might want to wait till I do those call-outs. But I'm not sure of the manufacturer. There is no tag on him. He does have a little teeny tiny chip here on the eye. So it is like these little plastic eyes with a little disc in there. I don't know if he's going to, if I can get it. There we go. Let's get it in. There's a little tiny crack right up there in the top, but he's definitely a unique color. I do believe that he was a musical at one time, but here in the back, I think the little wind up, and I feel like the musical part is missing in it, okay? His little ribbon was in very bad disarray. We had period correct ribbon. About a year or two ago, Tina got some new old stock. This was from the 50s, you can tell by. So it's the same color, same kind of ribbon that was on it. His was all tethered and ruined. So he does have wire armature in his ears, but I would not really bend it too much because I'd be afraid that you are going to tear some of the satin style fabric that's on there. Minus the fact that he's missing his little music box, I believe, and the little chip in the ear. He is in fantastic vintage condition. $48 if anybody's interested. He comes in at 22 inches tall. 22 inches tall. There might be one or two discolorations there in the material. You can start to see right here where some of the satin style material has thinned a little bit, but that you're seeing the color of that because that's the wire in there. So that's the wire in there. You can see that the blue is in good vintage condition. Just a little bit of age discoloration like it normally happens. I actually love that patina because I think it just gives it such a richness and a deepness to it. So the new owner, if you want to tighten that up, because see, that's why I think some of the fur is missing there, because I believe that there was a little wind up there for the mechanical. And the reason
Jason,
why
I think he's a Columbia toy.
Okay.
Just based on how the eyes are, and they were most often known for those really tall ear ones, like we've had bigger ones before.
Underneath the ribbon here, there's a little bit of silk that's there, and I think it would have had the tag that says I'm musical. That's why we're assuming that he was musical at one point. Yeah. So, and if he's Columbia, that is, and I agree with you, Amy, that's a really good deal for him, even with the missing of the music box and the little.
Columbia did do musical ones as well.
The little crack to the eye, and you really got to look close to see that. What I think is really unique is his whiskers are made of plastic, and you can see where they're sewn in there under his nose. He still has his little tongue, and again, that's the original color of the ribbon that was on it, but we replaced it because it just looked like string. It was so tethered and worn. So
I love blue. He's like,
I do too. I do too. And you don't often find them in this blue with this yellow and pink. I love the fact that the eyes are pink and red in there. Again, the ears are in super good condition. Just note a little bit of discoloration to what I'm calling like the satin fabric. Thank you guys so much. I think he's really cute too. There's no rips to it. There is wire armature in here, so the new owner can bend his ears if you want to, but I'm going to ship him the way you see him. So I will wrap around the ears, pull them together, and then we're going to ship him like that because my suspicion is going to be if you start bending this a couple times, something's going to happen to the wire or you're going to rip through the material. So he does stand on his own. You just got to get his little tuchus. And if you feel in here, like right back in here, I kind of feel like there's some sort of a music box in there. You can feel something, but he is not filled with straw. He is filled with stuffing. It's probably that kind of stuffing that Amy talks about, the mixed matched color
sweep
stuff.
The floor stuffing.
There's no odors. There's no, sometimes these were stored in musty basements. There's no musty smell to it whatsoever. There's no weird like lint coming off the fur. Sometimes the fur in these starts to shed. There's no real major issues with that. Just note again, and then we'll count it down in a moment. We're looking for 49 or more. We do have a little bit of fur missing here, but I think that's because of the mechanism that you would have, wound up the music box. A little bit of patina color to the fur, You know, it's that little bit of darkening to it. And then the one eye right here, you got to look hard. You can see right up there, right here, there's a little crack in the eye, okay? But it still has its original metal pupils in there, and he's good to go. Great for your Easter. So looking for 49 or more, and I do believe he's 1950s. So let's count it down. Kathy, you might want to use it just in case somebody comes in at the end. If you don't have to, but it's there if you want to secure it. So let's count it down. You can only use it just in case if you're an active bidder. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I think he's super cute. You're very right. He's in very good condition. Oh, and I forgot his little bunny tail. Got himself a little bunny tail right there. I see you, Richard, and at 50. Thank you so much. Still a really great price for him, and he's in really good vintage condition. And we're just waiting on that bid end. Again, guys, you can use it just in case over here on Amy's channel. You just have to be an active bidder. There's the bid end. All right, Richard, thank you so much. Congratulations. He is yours, my friend. Thank you so much.
I have a big yellow one I'm going to probably bring next week. Although he's not a Columbia toy. I don't think he is. He looks a little different in the face. Mine has like a felt nose and mouth, and yeah, he looks a little bit different, but I'll bring him next week. I have my Kitschy bunny planter for my next round. I've never run across, I don't think I've ever run across this one out and about before, so I was happy to run across this one. I believe I found this in Ohio. I don't remember. I've been to so many different states the past couple months. I think he came from Ohio. This is made by Parma Japan. Not a name that we typically say, but Parma Japan pieces, most often we come across Christmas ones, and some of the other holidays. They did make Valentine as well as Easter, and this is stinking cute. Now, I would say overall this is really good condition. There are a couple very tiny flea bites on it, but not really anything notable on the front side. So cute little pink bunny. No cold paint you have to worry about on this piece. Everything is fired on there, and he's sitting next to a big old basket of Easter eggs. And it does not have the Parma AII foil sticker on the bottom anymore, but it does have the mold number on the bottom. Now, the only flea bites that I can find, and it's very clean on the inside. I do not believe a plant was ever in there. I don't see any remnants of it. On the rim here, there's a little pinpoint right kind of where my finger is. It kind of looks like a little black speck right there. That is a little flea bite. And then back here on the tail, there are two little spots right there where the kind of glaze has, it's kind of, you can feel them, but it's kind of like just a rub of the glaze, those two spots right there on the tail. But there's really nothing else on the front at all. There's no repairs or anything like that. Vanessa, I see you. Thank you so much. Really nice quality planter. Very, very cute. If it were me, I would probably get some Easter grass and, you know, maybe get some styrofoam glittery eggs or something on picks and put them out the back. I think that would be very cute. Or since it's nice and clean and a plant hasn't been in there, put your jelly beans in there. Whatever you want to put in there, you can. Measurement for it is 5 3/4 by 5 1/2. So it's a decent sized planter. All right. Vanessa's in there at 37. We are looking for 38 or more. And I am going to do a countdown. Vanessa, I suggest you probably should use it just in case. Nikki just popped in there as well at 38. So we're looking for 39 or more. Let's do a countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
This one never comes around. Just like their Christmas ones, you never find these.
I love the Parma Big Santa head.
Yeah.
I love that planter. Okay. All right. There's the bunny basket bid end at the end there. Hey, Kim. Thanks for popping on. Nikki had a just in case of 42. Vanessa had a just in case of 145. So Vanessa is my winner at 43. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
All right. It's going to be $15 choice, and I have some flocked bunnies for you to choose from. Okay. 2 of these, I believe, are Joseph Original, and the other one, I believe, is made by the Russ Corporation. So the first one, and I'm going to offer them up as letters. So letter A is the tall one. I'll show it to you up close, but he's 3.5 inches tall. Then letter B is the darker one, but down on all 4, little bunny, and he is about 2.5 inches tall. And then our cute little 1980s, and I believe these are all from the 70s or the 80s. Our fun little Russ flocked friend has his little egg in his hand, in her hand, their hand, and a little bow on her little tuckus. And that one is about 2.5 inches tall as well. So let me show you to these up close. I do believe that this one is a Joseph. It's a high quality. You can tell that what's underneath it is a harder material. Cute little realistic style bunny. These are great to mix into antique Easter displays. They're great in kitschy Easter displays, or they're good all year round. So very clean. It's missing its Joseph sticker on the bottom, but again, super clean with no tears to it. And this little guy here, look, you can even see where they detailed the color to give it a little 3D look. He's 3.5 inches tall. So $15 choice. Cute little bunny. Maybe you have a creation from Amie that she used one of these.
I have created with that bunny before.
And maybe you want to add this to that display. He would look really cute next to it. And this little guy is just looking up. He's looking for his little carrots, wondering where his eggs are at. So this will be your first one at 15. And I think 15 is a really good price. I don't find flocked Joseph pieces often anymore. So this little guy here, you can see he's a little darker tone. You can see where they did detail him with some different airbrush techniques. He has his original Japan Joseph Original sticker there on the bottom. You can see there's no tears to it, and he is coming in at about 2.5 inches tall. So $15 choice, if my camera wants to focus, $15 choice. That one's going to be number B. And then this little guy right here, I think we all remember these from the 70s and the 80s. Look at this little guy.
Yes, so cute.
Shy little bunny, and he's got his little pink plastic egg with the details, and that's kind of a jadeite green with a little bit of yellow. And I do believe these were made by the Russ Company. There might be just a little bit of wear right there. I see the analog cat for 15. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 16 or more. And again, I don't know if they contracted maybe the same company that Joseph used, because they pair really well together. They're kind of made of the same materials. This one you can see has a little pink nose, and this one measures about 2.5 inches tall. So I'll show it to you in reverse. We're looking for 16 or more. So this one you'll claim is C. Once we do the countdown, this one you'll claim is B. This one has, so that one was Russ. This one is Joseph Originals. And this big one here that comes in at 3.5 inches tall, that one is Joseph Originals as well. So let's do a countdown. We are looking for 16 or more. You can take as many or one or a variation of whatever you're looking for. So again, A, middle is B, and little guy is C. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Looking for 16 or more. The bid end from Karen G. Hello, Melanie. Good to see you, Mel. Hopefully you're well. And again, we'll start with the tall one. That one is A. He is B, and he is C. So there is the bid end. So analog cat. Let me know which one or ones you were going for. If there's any left, I'll bring them back in a recap. But the big one is A. The middle one is B. And little Russ friend is C. And
they're all cute.
He's trying to gang up on the one. All right. Thank you so much. B is yours. Thank you. And I'll bring the other two back in the recap.
Cute. Okay. If you guys have not done a refresh in a while, here's your reminder. Do that gear wheel and do a refresh if you haven't in a while. Make sure that you are caught up with us in the broadcast. Usually I try and remind earlier than right now, but I forgot. Okay. I have an antique milk glass Easter egg. I love these. I look at them constantly, but I usually don't find them with this much paint, let alone this big. This is a big one. Definitely not the biggest one I've had, but it does have a lot of the paint left on it. And I liked the saying on it. I'd not seen one. I did see that there was another variation with pink flowers on it versus the forget-me-nots, but I'd never run across this one before. This is going to start at 24. So this is antique hand-blown milk glass. It does have the pontil there on the base. So it does have forget-me-nots and leaves on it. All right. And it says, though be sorrowful sometimes, and I believe it's dreary. The Y is just kind of faded off on the end. For grief must often bide with us here. Take of the joy that comes with Easter Day, scatter its sweetness over thy way, is what it says on there. Jennifer, I see you. Thank you so much. And then it is just plain milk glass on the back side. This is a good big one. So it's a good one.
It is.
If you need a display idea for something like this, you can always use an egg cup. I have displayed them that way as well, or a candlestick. Just make sure the pointed end of the egg is down there. They should work well in a candlestick. And then I know some people use like their little stands for like round, like geode kind of things, spheres of different elements. Those work well for balancing these eggs as well. But measurement for it, it is a 6-inch egg. It's a 6-inch, pretty big. I think I had a bigger one last year. I've had a pretty big one time, but I usually see they're much smaller. They're probably about half that size. Is the size I see most often. All right, Jennifer's in there at 24, so we're looking for 25 or more, and probably 1920s-ish arena on that. So let's do a countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Hello, Helen. I know you snuck in earlier, but I didn't say hi to you. Milk does the body good. Karen, your bid ends tonight are very creative. Okay. So Miss Jennifer, egg is coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $45, and you're going to get both of these, okay? These are from the 1950s. Usually these have extensive damage. There's always some kind of little bit of damage to them because of the way they were made. There's no exception to these, but I will tell you these are the best quality that I've ever had, and you're going to get them both, okay? And I think that Victorian ladies are nice to add to your Easter displays. She has her little Easter bonnet on. These are made by the Lefton company, and it is a Geo Lefton, which actually when they were signed by that, it was always my take that it was a higher quality Lefton piece. That was kind of their stamp of approval. It was kind of like Fenton. You could have bought just a piece of Fenton glass, but if it was signed by somebody, it was just a little extra oomph. So you're going to get both of these for $45. This lace work always has some sort of damage, and this one has like maybe one little nip right here, but you have to look really hard to even see it. What's nice about it is that it kind of blends it. You normally don't notice it, but she has her original handkerchief in her hand, which actually this technique, they dipped the lace into porcelain and would allow it to harden. So it had the realistic effect. You can see that her eyes are very Joseph original style, but Lefton did a small series. There's no damage to her little bow here. There's no damage to her gorgeous bonnet. And again, I think these would look fantastic in your Easter displays. And she is made of pink porcelain. So she is all poured pink porcelain and then, of course, detailed sort of like they detailed the little cats and all the other pink porcelain. So she has these fun little rosettes here, like in the bustling in the back of her dress. Hopefully you guys can see they're little tiny roses. She has this great detail in the back. There's no chips anywhere, not even issues. All the gold is in really good condition on the top of her hat. Just one or two of these little lace areas, and you might feel it with your finger. I just believe might have one or two little nips, okay? But usually when I find these pieces, a whole section is missing. You know, they're not in this good of condition. So she is about 6.5 inches tall. Let me hold her still here. You can see the beautiful work here with the blush on her face. Even the little feather is intact with no damage. Very Southern Belle, very 1950s. Again, in your Easter bonnet, you know, Fifth Avenue. That's what I see when I see these figurines. But just note there might be one or two places on the lace where there could be a little nip or a larger piece missing. Then you're going to get her sister, and her sister has her original umbrella. Now, when I ship her to you, the little rod has come undone. So I'm going to send it with some museum putty, and that's what I've used to hold the top on, okay? So you'll put a little museum putty on it if it comes apart, you know, if the little top part of the umbrella comes apart, and it should hold just fine for you, as you can see here. The original person did it, and when they did it, you can see there's a little dollop of the original putty on the back there. I don't know. I think it's cute. It looks like a raindrop. But for her to have her original umbrella, I think is amazing. That has that lace work as well that was actually dipped in porcelain and hardened. There might be one or two places where there's a little bit missing. That's just what happens over age. But other than that, she is in great vintage condition as well. And she is made by Lefton. She has what I'm going to say is like her Easter basket in her hand. You can see that she does have her original umbrella, but it has come apart from the rod part. Her face, her hat. Again, I think, you know, of course, they're Victorian ladies, but I think they would look great in your Easter displays together. So
Sheila reminds me of Mary Poppins.
She sort of does. She sort of does. And if you collect Joseph original girls, the faces kind of match. I think this was Japan's way of kind of going after some of the English style porcelain. They used to do Dresden style things with the real fine
Royal Dalton kind of look to them too.
Yep. That was dipped into the porcelain as well. Like their whole dresses were made of that if it was English porcelain. But again, you're going to get both of these for $45, which I think that's a really good deal.
Those are good
on them. There's no issues to their hands or their fingertips. You can even see where they painted some of the, they painted their nails red. And again, when this one comes to you, it's probably going to separate from the stem or the handle of the umbrella, but I'm going to send you with a little baggie of museum putty. And all you do is put a little museum putty on it, let it harden overnight, and then it's going to be fine. And it's going to hold up just the way I show it to you right now. So hopefully it doesn't separate in shipping, but it separated when I had it. And that's how I fixed it, because the previous owner used museum putty to hold it together. Or if you don't want to use your umbrella, you don't have to, but it's still there. And again, I think these are fantastic. 1950s, $45 for two. You'd probably pay $45 for one in an antique mall. She has her original hanky, her handkerchief in her hand. Very Gone with the Wind style, very Victorian. Again, I hear Easter bonnet, Fifth Avenue, and I think they'd look great in a...
I think they're very Easter parade ladies.
I agree.
For sure.
But there's no interest, and that's okay. Just note again, there are one or two little nips here, but other than that, they're in 99% good condition, and I will sit them to the side and offer them again later. Thank you guys for letting me show you.
All right. Now the Easter bonnet song is in my head.
There could be worse things playing.
This is true. There could be worse songs. Absolutely. Okay. I have a choice round, and these are the last two. The last two I have of micro mosaics, and these are the two choices.
I'll be right back.
What? Oh,
I said I'll be right back. Give me a minute.
Yep. Gotcha. No worries. They are similar in style, although just kind of different colorways, if you will, in either one of them. And so I will start with, let's see. I'm trying to see which one. One of them has a little missing tile in it, and I don't remember which one it is. I think it's this one. So I'll start with this one. This one has the red in the center. And then down here, like there's like a little bit of white, I think. See how it looks a little different from the one next to it? I think there's a tiny, tiny little, these are all tiny little pieces of glass. I think there is a little missing piece out of the one, although it's like really barely noticeable. I actually didn't notice that when I purchased it, but it has turquoise and darker blue kind of going around in the scallops on the center. And these are Italian, although I don't believe neither one of these is marked made in Italy on the back. They do have kind of that safety pin closure there on both of them for the clasp. So that's choice number one. Turquoise, blue, red, and then the center is that yellow flower. Then the other one, a little bit different. This one, as far as I know, is not missing anything. This one has the turquoise in the center and the yellow rose and a little daisy bonus, and then blue and red for the scallops on the edges. It's kind of that goldy tone rope kind of setting for that, and it is pretty much the same as the other one on the back. Okay, and well, shoot, these are one. I believe these are 1.5 by 1, 1.5 by 1 in diameter on those. So these are the last two I have, and then I'm fresh out of micro mosaics.
There's the size. That's a great price, Amy.
Great springy colors for a jacket or a hat for sure. I don't know. I like them both. So I think they both could work for springtime. They're just a little bit different. Depends on the color, but they do both have kind of the very similar colors. The red in this one is more kind of on the burgundy side in the center, as this one is more like that, I don't know, tomato red, hinging on orange a little bit. But
I don't know where Amy, I don't know where you found these with that turquoise, but I never find them with that blue turquoise.
Missouri.
Color. Okay, Missouri.
Yeah, Missouri. Yep.
They're so good.
Yep, Missouri. But we'll bring those back. No worries on that. We'll get Jason going.
All right, I'm going to do a choice round at $5 choice, and I have some postcards, okay? So the first one, and I believe these are all made in Germany, and I do believe these were, printed in Germany, and I believe they're all antique postcards, okay? So this one really has a high sheen to it, which I don't see that often, but you can see in the sheen that there's a crease there, but the crease is not in the back. Okay.
It's probably in the coating.
Mm-hmm.
The coating on the
yep,
front.
that's what I was going to say. Now, this one might have a slight little bend right here, but it's only noticeable really on the front, okay? But I still wanted to offer it because I don't often find these German ones, and you can actually see that the company and everything is written in German and in American. And then it says, of course, it was printed in Germany. So this will be your first one. And I loved the red. I don't normally see the red little eggs that are mixed in. And it says Easter greetings. And you have these two chicks that I think are at their little feeder, or they're wherever they're at. I don't know what that would be, if that's a little incubator or something for them to use to sit on their eggs. But this will be your first one. And they're all German. And of course, they're postcard size, 5.5 by 3.5. Just note that, and I agree with you, Amy, it's in that coating, a little crack. But again, it was so unique that I could not offer it. So again, great detail for a German postcard. So that's going to be your first one. And it is used. Okay, so that's going to be your first one. These are part of a series. Okay, so that one you'll call Red Chick if you're interested in it. This one here is part of a series. It was these two same girls in different poses and different hats. And this one says Easter greetings. And I only have two of them. This one is unused. It is made in Germany. You can actually see in the back the embossing. These two young girls, I believe they're sisters. This one's going to be blue bonnet because the bigger sister has her little blue bonnet on. Great detail with the Easter style flowers. They have their little peep, which is a little larger than I think it should be. But hey,
it's was a giant chicken.
It was the Victorian era. All those things went. So this will be your second choice. And this one we're calling blue bonnet. Thank you, MJ. We're looking for 6 or more. No real wear to this one. This one is nice and crispy, unused. And then I have another one that is part of the series. So you can see the sisters are the same. They're just wearing different attire.
And that's a normal size chick. Look how different they are in size.
So this one is before it grew up. So this one is from the 3 Mile Island region of Pennsylvania. So then this will be your third choice, and we're going to call this one Pink Bonnet because Big Sis is wearing a pink bonnet. This came from the same collector. You can see this one is unused. It's German. So if you're looking to collect this series, you could get 2 of them right now. But again, we're going to call this one Pink Bonnet because we're going by what Big Sister's wearing. Same style Easter flowers and details. She's really cute. They're very happy to have their little chick friend. And you can see they have large colored eggs there in the basket. And this one, of course, is Easter greetings. So Nicole's in at 6. And then one of my favorite are these larger, really thick embossed ones. Usually when I find these, they're all one color. You know, they're like all a pink or all like whatever color they decide to use. But this one has multiple colors on it. So you can see it has the Victorian lady's shoe. It has the violet style flowers, 2 little chicks, and it says best Easter wishes. And this one is also printed in Germany. And this one is nice and thick. Somebody yanked off the postage stamp, but other than that, you can see this one's probably the earliest out of all of them. This one's probably, I'd say, very late 1800s on this. So this one you'll claim as shoe. Okay, that one's going to be shoe. This one's going to be pink because of her bonnet. This one's going to be blue because it's the same sister in a blue bonnet. And this one's going to be red because of the red eggs on it, which I think is really unique. It's something I don't see that often. So let's count it down. We're looking for 7 on choice. And just in case for active bidders, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Looking for 7 or more. The bid end from Karen G. And now I turn into the eye doctor. Red, blue, pink, and shoe. Jennifer, I saw you there with a 7. Nicole had a just in case of 8. MJ had a just in case of 8. So right now, Nicole is our top bidder. There's our bid end. Crocodile Rock bid end. Thank you so much, Karen. So Nicole, you get first choice. Eye doctor, Mother Tuckers is in the house. Red, blue, because of her bonnet, pink, or shoe. So you want the unique one, Nicole. Okay, so you're getting the red one with the red chick. Thank you so much. I never saw that kind before. MJ at 8. Were you interested in blue, pink, or shoe? Shoe, pink, or blue?
1 or 2?
What? I could never tell. Is it an A or is it a big A or low A? So MJ, that one is going to be both bonnets, please. They are yours. Thank you so much. Man, you guys surprised me. If I would have picked what I thought y'all wanted, I'd have had it backwards. So Jennifer, this one remains. This one is the high, very thick embossed one. So Jennifer, this one's available at your 7. If you're interested, shoe it. Okay, everybody wins. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, everybody passed their Mother Tucker's eye exam.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Okay. I have some bunny shakers for my next round, and I've never had these before. I've never had a pair of them. I think I've had a singular one of these, but I don't think I've ever had the pair. And they do interact. I'll show you what they do. So we have a little girl bunny and a boy bunny. They're molded slightly different, but painted very similar in style. And the color for these is reading kind of funny. They're actually like purple. They're kind of like a purpley gray. Airbrushing, they're showing a little bit more gray, but they're definitely purple in style. Nikki and Aaron, I see you both. Thank you so much. And there's a couple little flea bites on the ears, on the ear points, and I will show that, but there's no other kind of chipping or repairs. I like the bright green and yellow pops and darker pink that they have. I believe these are made by Nesco. They don't have foil stickers any longer, but they do have the stoppers there. I'm going to try my best to show you. I'm trying to feel them again. this one here has very tiny pinpoint little flea bite on the very end of the ear. This one does not have a chip on that ear, but this one had the other bunny. I felt them both earlier. Yeah, this one on this ear has a little bit of flea bite right there, but that's it. Okay, and I'll show you how they interact. They both have their little eyes closed. Very cute. So the girl bunny has a little flower, and then he has kind of like a little neck collar there. Okay, and let's see if I can do it correctly. So they line up just right, and they're kissing it up. There we go. So the little arms on the other side, which I'll turn it around, but that's how they're supposed to go together. And I like that. I like when they mold these to interact. I'm going to try and turn my board around so you can see the other side. So how their little paws kind of go together, like they're holding hands and kissing. I think that's cute. I love when the shakers interact. When they cross arms or whatever they do. I like that they thought about that stuff. So measurement for the bunnies are 4 1/4 by 1 1/2. All right. And each one of them has a little flea bite on the ears. And I don't really even see any crazing other than that. Just kind of those tiny little flea bites. So yes, the bunnies make out, Heather. Yes, they do. And that's how we get more bunnies. All right, let's do a countdown. Both Nikki and Aaron are in a 24. So we're looking for 25 or more. And let's do a countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid at.
I've never seen these shakers before, Amy.
Really, never. Jason? That surprises me.
Surprises me too.
Surprise.
Never seen
it surprises me because you guys collect salt and pepper shakers that I come across that you have not seen before. All right. There is Fred and Jethro bunnies bid end. Thank you, Karen. All right. Aaron at Blueberry Barn had a just in case of 45. Nikki had a just in case of 58. So Nikki, bunnies are yours for 46. Thank you so much.
All right, I'm going to try something different, and this is going to start at $20. The electronical things from the 80s and the 90s are in. Okay, I've seen them all over the platform. So found this on our way to Ohio. I think we found it outside of Pittsburgh, and this is from the 1990s. It does work. It has its original box, and it's this super cute Easter carousel. Okay. So I'll show you what the little kids look like. And I will say what's unique about this is you don't normally find little gingers or redheads. They're two little redhead kids, which are super cute. So they're riding these little carousel bunnies. So there's the little girl. Here's the little boy. It is made of a hard plastic. And again, it's from the 1990s. Here's the little blonde. She's riding the little bunny. And he's riding the little bunny. So for $20, it does work. I will show it to you in a moment here. But it's also going to come with its original box. So you will get its original box.
Ooh,
so
I like the box.
Super 1990s. I thought that would be fun. Maybe you want to display it in it. It even has the little hole here so you can make sure it works. Here's what the back looks like. I was trying to find an exact manufacturer on it. It looks like it was made for Tony Company, USA, made in China. And again, it's from the 1990s. So there's your Easter carousel box. The piece measures about 9 inches tall, and two of the songs that it plays, I'll get in Amy's head again. One of them, it plays Easter Parade, and it also plays Peter Cottontail. Okay? So it does work and light up.
Not What's New Pussycat.
No, it does not.
Okay.
So
no Tom Jones. All right.
There's where the batteries go in underneath. So guys, if you have earpieces in, it's not too loud, but you might want to turn the volume down for a second, and we'll show you. You can see it lights up.
This music takes me back.
I mean, that's what it's all about.
It's like brothers and sisters. Mm-hmm. Two have red hair and two have blonde.
Yeah. So it's one of those fun things that you went over to your grandparents' house or the aunts or your mom and dad had it, and it was high tech for the 1990s. So $20 if anybody's interested. And again, I'm amazed at that all these years later that all works.
Wow, it plays the whole song.
It does. So again, it's $20 if anybody's interested. It does work. I'm amazed that the light works. It has that very hard plastic. It's fun Easter colors. It has the very springtime green, the pinks, the purples. And again, each one of the little kids goes up and down. And I just think it's very reminiscent of the 1980s and 90s. I know a lot of folks are getting into collecting things from the 80s and 90s. And I think $20 on something like this is really, really fun and neat. So again, let me show you the fun detail on there. Actually, each one of these little posts, believe it or not, is metal. I think if they made it today, it would probably be plastic. Look at the fun details. It almost looks like yummy cake, the way they painted it.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it looks like icing on a cake.
Top of the carousel there. And again, I want to offer something different. I feel like I always bring the same old, and I thought this would be something different for you guys. Maybe you do a little Easter display. Maybe you don't want to play it. Maybe you do a circus theme. I thought it would look really good in there. So again, $20. Two little redheads. Again, if you collect gingers, we got a little blonde. And again, this is 90s kitsch. The fact that they were riding bunnies on a carousel, it's 90s kitsch. Here's the underneath part there. You'll remove that screw and you'll put in the batteries, but this one's going to come with the batteries, so you're already good to go. And again, this one was made in China. So took a risk, thought I'd show it. Thank you guys so much.
All right.
We'll set it over to the side.
It's very cool. I remember having stuff like that as a kid, and I agree with what Mink said. Mom wouldn't let you bring it home when Grandma tried to give it to you. Yeah, absolutely. That is 100% correct. Okay. I have a cool piece of artwork for my next round, and it is not an original watercolor. It is a limited edition lithograph of the original watercolor, but I thought it was so cute. I could not leave it behind. And there's all sorts of information. I'll show it to you about the artist on the back. This is by artist Jodie Bergsma, and this does date to 1992. All right. And I'll try and get way up close so you can see all the cute little details in here. So a high quality lithograph of her original watercolor. And you can see there's little pixies underneath the flower up on top of the mushroom, and it's raining. And then the bunnies, and look at, there's even the stem of that big mushroom. Can you see the anthropomorphic face in there? And the cutest little bunnies. And there's another right there. There's another face in the mushroom stem, a little froggy hanging out. I just love it. And then it also says, love is a hug when needed, a shelter in a storm, holding on and letting go, patient, caring, and warm. So it is signed, dated, and then it is number 3825 of 7500. So it is numbered there. It is matted to 8x10, although it's a 5x7 image. It's matted to 8x10, so it's ready to frame. And it also has all this information on the back about Miss Jodie Bergsma here on the back. So she's an artist from Washington State. And there is her art gallery there. And there it says on the back, certifies this a limited edition lithographic reproduction of an original watercolor by Jodie Bergsma. So I thought that was stinking cute. And the color of the mat is kind of like, it's kind of turquoise, but a little bit muted, like in between turquoise and like a sagey green. So that's kind of the color, but it's very vibrant and pastels in the coloring in it.
Could you add the word powder in with the color, maybe? Like it's a powdered turquoise?
Powdered turquoise? Yeah, kind of. For 90s, I think that makes sense. Powdered turquoise. I just couldn't resist it. It was so cute. All right. And I had never heard of Jodie Bergsma before, but I did look at some of her other artworks, and she was very into whimsical, kitschy critters. Lots of fairies, lots of mythological kind of creatures. I just really liked that. All right, so Nikki's in at 14. Thank you so much. Looking for 15 or more? Yes, Parmesan's back joined us again. So let's do a countdown. Looking for 15 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bidden. Oh, Critter Girl, you do remember her.
Those bunnies look so happy.
Yeah. All right, Nikki, I see her just in case. There is Karen's bid end. Thank you so much. All right, Nikki, it's coming to you. Thank you so much.
$20, and you're going to get all 3 of these, okay? But I only previewed one. So these are very kitschy puzzles from the 1960s, I believe. They are the stay in place. They're supposed to be heavily flocked. I've sold these before. They have a feel to them, but they're not like heavily flocked. So for 20, you're going to get all 3. They're really fun to use in Easter displays. So this little guy here is
Chuckles
Chicky himself. So they measure about 13 by 9.5, and you can see that you can raise them up and they don't fall apart. And they're fun. This is very kitschy. Some of these were in that sewing kit I sold a week or so ago. So they're very iconic. They came in puzzles. They came in prints. They used them in all sorts of things the company did. So I think this one's really great for Easter. So you have a little chick friend. He has a little bluebird on his paintbrush. And again, there's no real issues, just slight discoloration maybe from storage. So they're very thick cardboard that they used. So this one has a little bit of wear, but this one is very kitschy as well. This one is your little lamb friend, same era, made from the same exact company. I'm trying to see, there might be 1 or 2 little places where there's a little bit of wear. Okay, but nothing major. And they're supposed to be very heavily flocked. You can feel there's like a little bit of flocking on the white part, but just note there is 1 or 2 little specks up here of discoloration, but you can't get much more kitschier than our cute little lamb friend frolicking through some springtime flowers with 2 little butterflies hanging out there. I agree, Kim. Super cute. So you'll get that one. You're getting all 3 of them for the 20. They're not choice. And then last but not least is one of my favorite ones. We have the Mr. Marching Band cat himself. This one does have wear right here. Okay, wear right there. But overall, these are getting increasingly harder to find. I used to go into antique malls and see them pretty routinely. I don't see them often at all. And again, these are all made by the same company. Stay in place. They're puzzles, but they also double as prints. So when you hold them back, you don't necessarily see the lines in there for puzzles, so you could frame them. Each one of them measures about 13 by 9.5. So again, you're getting all 3 of them for $20. In the back of them, they're very clean. No stains, no smells, no issues that I can report. So you get all 3 of them. Again, very iconic kitsch. This one might have the most distress on it with the stains right there, but they're all made by the same exact company. And again, they're just great to frame. You can find other pieces. And then I think this dude right here, and from the first time I ever found one, I think he is great in your Easter displays because you can see the pink in the background, all those like little tulip style flowers coming up, and he's on a little lily pad, and he's got his little friend on his paintbrush telling him things about what he's going to do later on that afternoon. So Christopher, thank you so much. I see you're 20. We're looking for 21 or more. And again, there's minimal wear, but there's, first of all, I just want to be clear, there's no curling to that picture whatsoever. Okay, no curling. And they're supposed to be flocked. I don't know, from years of being together, some of the flocking has like kind of disintegrated a bit, but they're not as heavily flocked as some of the versions I had in the past. Lamb Friend might have the most issue with 1 or 2 little stains, and you can see a little bit of wear. But again, they're from the early 60s, to the best of my belief, early 60s. And then our little kitty cat friend, he has the most wear right here. Something must have gotten part of the decal on it. But other than that, he displays beautifully. So, and he's just marching his way into summer and spring. So we'll count it down: 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Looking for 21 or more. The bid end. Thank you so much, Karen. I think they're sweet too. And again, there's a bunch more that you could find and add to your collection if you want. So there it is. Christopher, my friend. They're yours. Thank you so much.
All right. I have a little wooden bunny toy for my next round. It's going to start at 16. And now he does have a little wear to him. But I've had another kind of toy like this, but it wasn't this bunny one. I can't remember what it was. I think maybe it was a cat. I really can't remember, or a dog. But very similar in style with a paper decal on it. Very similar, like Play School, Fisher Price, that sort of thing. Although it's neither one of those. Now, it wouldn't have been a pull toy originally. It would just be kind of like a push toy, like you would play with it, like up here with it. But somebody did add the string. They kind of stapled it and knotted it on the bottom. But that was not original to this. But I like that it still has a string on it. And this is definitely old string. Definitely has been on there a while. Now, there is some wear to the paper decal. You can see that there's some rippling to it, but for the most part, the image is there. There's a little bit to the wear to the wood. So it is wooden with wooden wheels as well, and the wheels turn just fine. I couldn't identify the maker for this, but it is not of the big two that would make this kind of a toy necessarily. And then there is a little bit of wear to the top just from play. I think, because you were meant to grip it like this, and maybe that's why they decided to add the string to it. So it would stop wearing up at the top. But Bunny's got a big old Easter egg, and I'm here for it. And there is, I can see behind this one wheel, like a partial stamping, but I cannot make it out because the wheel's in the way. Like, I don't recognize that. Usually if I see a partial something, I can kind of recognize it, but I can't recognize that in that tiny little diamond. It's not reading anything, and it says made something on the other side. You'd really have to take the wheel off in order to read that. So Bunny measures 7 by 5. Have you ever seen this before, Jason?
No, I haven't. I got to tell you, these wooden pieces, there's almost like one of a kinds anymore. You can't figure out who made them. And I can tell you what, these wooden pool toys are going for $80 to $150 these days.
Ooh, really? Yeah.
I
just like his style. I found him last year and I can't remember where. I don't remember where I found him. Maybe Collector's Carnival, maybe right. Springfield, maybe Elkhorn. I don't know. I can't remember where I found him, but he was just cute enough for me to bring him home. MJ, I see you. Thank you so much. So let's do a countdown. We're looking for 17 or more on the wooden bunny. Push toy is what I would call it, but it does have the string, so it could be a pull toy as well. All right, let's do a countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid ends. Yeah, I like that it's double-sided too, although it's the same image. So just personal preference.
And I collect some of these Easter ones, and I've never seen this one.
Ooh, Vanessa popped in there, and I see a new name popped in there as well. Manta. I'll just say Manta. Right before Karen's bid end. If you could let us know your name, that would be helpful. I know we struggle sometimes with the handles over here. So new name, and congratulations, new winner. This bunny is coming to you. Do make sure and email me your information. So I need your email for a PayPal invoice and your full shipping information emailed to me during the sale tonight. So I'm doing invoicing tomorrow. Thank you so much and welcome. Bryce Toys. Bryce Toys. Thank you, Janine. I appreciate that. Well, thank you for sleuthing. It was very difficult to read that behind that wheel. Thank you so much.
All right, $8 choice, and I love girly candles, okay?
Oh, you got it, Charlie. Yeah, I got your stuff. No worries. It's
Gotcha.
the handles that are different.
It is.
Thank you so much.
$8 choice, Amy. And I love myself a good girly candle, especially some of these Easter style flowers. These are all in very good condition. None of them have been burned, and they all have their original tags. Okay. So I'll run through them very quickly. The first two are daffodils, and the last two are calla lilies. Okay. And you'll claim them by the color of the center. All right. So the first one here is an $8 start. If anyone's interested, it's a little daffodil. This one would be yellow because it has the yellow center. It has its original girly, 15 cents on the bottom. A lot of time they're missing. I will tell you, when it comes to these flowers, you want that little wafer on the bottom that keeps them balanced. The other one's not, you don't have a problem with that, but these little ones can get top heavy if they don't have that wafer. So you can see it has this little wick right there, and I'm offering these only now because anything past this, I don't trust shipping candles. I don't want them to melt. So I don't often offer candles for that reason. So Caroline, I see you're 8. We're looking for 9 or more. So you'll claim this one by yellow, and I'm nitpicking. There might be a little piece missing right here. Okay. And that could have been in manufacturing, but I'm just nitpicking. And they're about 3 inches tall. So that'll be your first one. That one's yellow. This one's going to be white because of the white center, but the outside is yellow. And again, maybe a little bit of wear to the corners, but no major chunks taken out. You can even see the center details right there. The wick is there, not burned. This one is a little 10-cent one. So again, some people can tell when these were made by about how much they are. So that one is a 10-cent one. So we're looking for 9 or more. Now, it might be hard to see on camera, but this is pink in the center. Okay, it's going to get washed out. But in person,
never seen calla lily candle. Never seen that.
Some of these I don't see all that often. Thank you, Critter Girl. I think they're in great condition too. But this center is pink, and this one also has its original base of 15 cents, girly candle. These are your little calla lilies, and this one you'll claim is pink. As I pull it back, you can see a little bit more of the pink. In person, it's almost as vibrant as the yellow is on that. Now you can really see. I'm not pulling your leg. You can see the center is pink in there. So that one you'll call pink then. And then this one also has its original 15-cent, and that is your yellow. Beautiful white, yellow, little calla lily. These were some of the first ones I ever found for Easter, like when I was a teenager, and they're just so reminiscent to me, and I think they're really fun. If you do a very religious Easter, you want to decorate with some more flowers. If you do a more traditional, some of these flowers are going to look good. And again, these are all girly. They're very clean, no major damage, and they have their original wafers. So we're looking for 9 or more. Again, you'll claim by the center. So it will be calla lily. It'll be lily yellow, lily pink, daffodil. It'll be white or daffodil yellow, and it's by the center part. So counting it down, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Looking for 9 or more. Caroline's holding it. And again, it'll be daffodil, and it'll be by the center color, which is yellow. And then we have one in white. And then lily, it'll be pink or yellow. A fragrant bid end. Thank you so much, Karen. So Caroline, let me know which one or ones you wanted. And again, it'll be daffodil, yellow by the center, daffodil white, and it'll be lily pink or yellow, or all 4, or a variation. And it's $8 each. Can you get both daffodils? Absolutely, you can. So they are both yours, Caroline. Just to verify, they're both yours. And I'll bring the lilies back in the recap. Thank you so much.
I vaguely remember Garden Guy Bill saying that a white daffodil is called a narcissus. I don't know. Does anybody know?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that's right. I don't know. I am not a flower person. Oh, yes. I will make sure very quickly. Yes. Yes, you're good. Thank you so much, Minerva. I appreciate it. Okay. Yeah, those YouTube handles throw us off sometimes. Okay. My next round is going to start at 10. And can you guys hear the train? the train goes by at 10, 11. Choo choo. I have a vintage children's hanky tonight. This one is very cute. No holes, no stains, very nice condition, and very vibrant in color. And we've got, it's Garden Guy Bill Bunny. He's got his hoe going to work on the, looks like green tomatoes maybe. And all the birds are helping him out. There's bluebirds and ducks and flowers. And then we have a little basket here with carrots and the bunny chomping away. And there's the flowers again, little butterfly. The little birds look like they're pecking the ground. Very cute. I love the bright colors in this. This one would be a good candidate to frame. I know I have talked about this before. A lot of people make cute little curtains or quilt tops out of the vintage children's hankies or little aprons. This one I think is a really good candidate for framing. I like that it's on the diagonal too. Caroline, I see you. Thank you so much. It measures 8 by 8, 8 by 8 on it. It's trimmed in green, and then it has a little yellow border. It's kind of scallop border that goes around. But Caroline's in there at 10. We're looking for, oh, MJ just popped in there with an 11. So we're looking for 12 or more. And I am going to do a countdown. Usually I have a choice of cute little spring critter hankies, and I don't. This is the only children's hanky I have. I got to try and find some more, I guess. Let's do a countdown. We're looking for 12 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. I wanted to mention that. Thank you guys always for coming to hang out with Jason and I. All right, there is just in case from Caroline. Christina popped in there with a 12. There is the achoo bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Caroline, with your just in case over Christina, it's yours for 13. Thank you so much. Bless you, Karen.
I was going to say, I like his polka dot pants. I didn't say that earlier.
Yeah, he does have pretty fabulous polka dot pants. Yes, he does.
$14 choice, and these are identical. And I found these over the weekend, and I was very excited that I could actually find these to resell because I can never find them at affordable prices. So these are little candy containers, $14 choice. They do come in array of different colors. These are in very festive yellow Easter colors. I don't know the manufacturer. Amy, do you know a manufacturer? I don't know if these...
I'm pretty sure those are Rosbro.
Bro, they don't say Rosbro on them, but I'm with Amy. I think they just might be. So, and again, usually when you... Okay, Caroline said, Amy, Caroline, I'm with you. All right, Rosbro. Every time I find these, there are no painted details like eyes or anything. It's just always just a hard plastic, and it's like an outline of them. What I love is Mr. Bunny Friend has himself some big bell bottoms on. He's got a big old cracked egg. He's a very, very kitschy 1940s style bunny. So MGIC unit 14, we're looking for 15 or more. There's not even discoloration to the glue. Sometimes the glue discolors. These are like brand new. I actually think the dealer I got them from, I believe they were old stock, and they are in like new condition. See how vibrant they are? There's no scuff marks. You can see he's got his little bandana around, his little cracked egg, super clean on the inside, and they measure about 5 inches tall. So they are in the exact same condition, no call outs whatsoever. You can even see, look how vibrant the bases are. They're not even all scuffed up. So MJ's in at 14. We're looking for 15.
Really nice shape.
And I do believe these are from the 1950s. I love them, and I love that color yellow, like when it's mixed with pinks and things, and you could put some Easter grass in here, put a little Chanel chick peeking out, whatever you want to do. So let's go ahead and do a countdown on it. It's for both of them. I like things balanced, so I thought maybe somebody wanted on either side of their mantle, or yeah, 15 or more. Let's count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Shiny Bright South is in at 15. Again, guys, don't forget those just in cases. If you have your heart set on something, I use a just in case almost every time I bid on something. So I see MJ using the just in case. Thank you so much. Just waiting on that bid end. And there it is. Bell bottom bid end. Thank you, Karen. So MJ, you get first choice at 16. Did you want one or two? I got to be honest, they're identical. There's not even any call outs to tell the difference in them. It is on choice, Minx. It was on choice. Both. They're both yours, MJ. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Shiny Bright, for the bid.
I've only ever found one of those with paint on it, and it was an all white. And I believe it has green and pink paint on it. I don't remember a whole lot of other ones having any paint color on them. All right, I have a book for my next round. It's going to start at 10. And I've had the smaller version of this, but I've never had this size before. It is a Rand McNally super size book of Mary Had a Little Lamb. I brought this tonight, although it's not technically Easter, but I think it'd be very cute. I kind of brought it because of little Bo Peep here was my inspiration for this, although totally different nursery rhymes, but I thought they were cute. And it's got this adorable bonus little lammy illustration on the back cover, which I think is cute. Now there is some writing in the front cover. Little Miss Karen Leanne got this for her 2nd birthday. I think that's cute. So there's the inside, which I think is cute for like a display backer. And this dates to 1955. And this made me laugh too. Gavin, we have a new nickname for you. Just FYI. It's Gabby. Illustrated by Gabby.
Oh, Gabby.
Gabby. But it has really large print in here. So I'm pretty sure everybody can read that, especially if you've passed your Mother Tucker's eye exam. You can definitely read that. So it has really big font in here.
Nice.
But I love the illustrations of this particular version. It's really bright and colorful. There's not really any kind of like wear to the pages. All right, Karen, he followed me to school one day. So you guys know the story of Mary Had a Little Lamb. But it is very, very cute. Definitely a good one to read if you have young kiddos that you like to read books to, so they can read along with you. This is a good one to read before bedtime. Just very cute, bright and colorful, but not really any kind of wear to the pages or tears or anything like that. Mary loves the lamb. There she is. Nikki, I see you at 11. Thank you so much. Kim's got the bid end of this round. This page here. Oh, look at all the little critters.
Oh my.
So
cute.
Look at that little bunny back there with the mushroom.
I was gonna say mushrooms and all.
So cute. And then we've got, there we are. Follow your will. And then one last page, and that is the backer. Just very similar to the front. And then that bonus bunny or little lamb illustration on the back. So this is 8 1/4 by 10 1/4. And the glaucoma version, Jennifer. All right. Nikki's got the high bid right now at 11. Karen was in at 10. So we're looking for 12 or more. Illustrated by Gabby.
Oh,
So
Gabby.
let's do a countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid it.
I like the way you had posed that in your preview with the book behind the Nancy Ann doll.
All right, Karen's got it just in case. All right, Nicole has it just in case.
Let's see who's got that good internet.
Oh,
Woo!
Oh, there's the Biff M. From Kim. Thank you so much, Kim, for filling in that round. All right, so Nikki's going to take it for 16 over Karen's, just in case. Thank you so much.
Speaking of lambs, I got 2 of them for you, and you're going to get them both for $20 if you're interested. $20, and these are Goble lammies. They're from different series, I think. One is kind of kitschy, one's more realistic. I didn't do a lot of research on the one, but it is signed. So I'm sure that definitely shows some kind of significance. So I do believe these are from the 70s or the 80s, and they are both made by the Goble company, and you'll get them both for $20. 2 high-end Goble kitschy lambs for $20. This one is a little more realistic, but still I still think it's got a great kitsch to it. Underneath here, you can see where it is stamped Goble, West Germany. This guy is a little smaller, like I said, more realistic maybe, and he measures just about 3 by 3. So he's almost a nice square 3 by 3. Again, I think the Goble kitsch blends in with the Japan kitsch, depending on what the pieces are. They go really good together. So Nicole, I see you're 20. We're looking for 21 or more. Here's the one that is signed. And again, it is signed and numbered on the bottom. So Catherine, I see you're 22. We're looking for 23 or more. And it looks like it's number 14 or number 11 out of 86. Or, see, normally whenever things are signed, they're normally signed, and then when it has a slash, it's so many out of so many. So I don't think it's a date, but I'll show you guys if it wants to focus. I think it's like number 11 out of 86 or out of 80, but it is signed on the bottom by one of the, and I do believe that's something Hummel. Maybe I'm seeing it wrong. I don't know, but there's a signature on the bottom, and this one is a Goble as well. And this one is a little larger. This one's a little angy, I think, with the ears down, but the face looks a little kitschier. And this guy here, he is 3.5 by 4. So he is 3.5 by 4. So Critter Girl, I see you're 25. We're looking for 26 or more. I do know when the Gobles are signed like that, that makes them a little bit more desirable, and it means it was a limited production or it was a limited color. And this could be a really, really good one. The only other one I saw online did not have a signature, and the color was a little different. So that's the best that I can do in helping to describe it. But again, you can see how realistic he is. He's ear down lamb friend, and he measures 3.5 by 4. 3.5 by 4. And then this one, again, you're getting them both for the one money, both for one money. This one is the 3.5. I'm sorry, it's 3 by 3. So he is 3 by 3. I do too, Critter Girl. I do too. And I think these two go well together, and they came from the same estate. So we are in at 25. Let's see if I can arrange these a little better. So we're in at 25. We're looking for 26 or more, and you're going to get both little Goble lammy friends from the 70s or 80s. So counting it down just in case if you're an active bidder: 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Shore Pond Sounds, hello from California. How are you?
Hello.
Catherine has a just in case. And again, you're getting them both. Getting them both. Nicole had a just in case right before that bid end. Let me sit them down so I can focus. With Nicole's just in case, they're going to Catherine for 34. Thank you so much. Thank you all for the bids.
And Catherine is Miss Erin Blueberry Barnes' mom.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much.
I learned that recently too. Well, congrats, Catherine.
Thank you so much.
All right. My next round is going to be for the pair of items. I'm going to send these together because they just want to be Easter pals. I had a tinier version. I can't remember of which one recently, but I have the medium size. So they did teeny tinies all the way up to like huge 19-inch die cuts of these. These are both Denison little die cuts. And so I'm pairing them together. So they're going to come together. I think I had the bunny, if I remember. So I'll start with the bunny. He does have the original like punch hole, but he does have a couple little, I don't know if those are staple holes or tack holes, but kind of up there at the top. He doesn't have any bending, and he's just plain old cardboard. And yeah, these ones aren't marked Denison anywhere, not that I can see. So, oh, it is. It's in the shadow of the tail, really tiny.
There it is.
There. There it is. I said usually they are marked. Yeah, the chick is as well. There's a little chickie, so cute. I think this one is a chick. It's not the duck, because it definitely has chick feet. And this one has probably original store price of 5 cents.
I love that
on the back. And this one, the Denison, is even smaller down there in the grass. Itty bitty Denison. There it is. So measurement for these, like I said, these are kind of like the medium size. These are about 6 1/4. 6 1/4. The bunny is just a slightly taller because of the one ear. Just goes up a little bit higher, but very cute. I think that either one of these can just stay out past Easter. I don't think necessarily they are for Easter. I think they're just general spring cuteness. General spring cuteness. So really the only kind of issue is the two little holes on the bunny, probably from thumbtacks or maybe a staple that went across there at one point in time, but no bending on either one of them. Pretty good for mid-century die cuts. So Jennifer's in there at 12, so we're looking for 13 or more on the pair. And let's do a countdown. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
These graphics are timeless. They're just timeless.
They just don't make these anymore.
And if they did, they wouldn't even look that good.
I know. All right, there is a bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, Miss Jennifer, they are coming to you. Thank you so much.
All right, Amy, $12, and you're going to get all 6 of these, okay? And I believe these are from the 80s, maybe 90s, okay? So if you guys love like the lacquered wood boxes and things, these are lacquered eggs, and they're like a hollow lacquer wooden egg, and you're going to get all 6 of them. I think this is like a higher elevated decor. This would be great for spring. It would be great at Easter time, and they're hand painted with what I believe are these dogwood flowers. So you can kind of see that underneath the lacquer, it almost has this foil, like this gold, not gold, it's like a white foiled effect. And I think they're very, very neat, very spring. Again, you don't have to put these away at Easter time, and I'm showing you 2, but you're going to get a set of 6, and they're all in similar condition. Okay. I don't know if these were like a Pier 1 import kind of thing. They have that kind of feel, from the 90s, and they're 3.5 inches. And you can see that each one of the centers of the dogwoods, they're all hand painted, the center of the flowers there. So
what are these made out of?
They are lacquered. Like the lacquered jewelry boxes and things.
Oh,
like
yeah.
So yep, they're lacquered eggs, and you can feel like they're hard. I'm squeezing it as hard as I can. And it's like a hollow wood. It's like a hollow wooden egg that they decoupaged like this white foil on. So you can see the detail of the white foil. And then they lacquered it, and on top of the lacquer, they painted or they transposed these dogwood flowers over top of it. And then each one of the centers there where it has the little black spots, you can tell.
They look glass. That's why it was throwing me off. They look like they're glass.
They have a great look. Like some folks, you don't want to drop, a real egg, or if they're alabaster, or if they are glass eggs, but these have a fun look. And I thought if you were doing more of a modern style of an Easter, if you're doing more of just a nod to spring kind of Easter, you want something a little different. And you can see that the dogwood flowers are all a pale pink, and they kind of just zigzag across and around. Again, they could be contemporary, but I think they're like 1990s contemporary. Again, I think they're just a different aesthetic. You could mix them in with your kitsch. You could mix them in with your realistic. They might bounce, Minx, but I don't know. I don't know that you want to go dribbling them like a like a basketball. But I mean, if one should fall, it's not going to crack. And again, they are nice large eggs. They are 3.5. I don't know why we hold it up, or I still hold it up to my face. Like
we both do.
So about 3.5 inches, and you're getting a set of 6. So you're going to get all 6 of them. I don't know if they were sold in sets of 6, but you can see it's kind of this pearl. I was saying white, but it's kind of a pearlized foil. And then it has a lacquer over top of it. It's a very thick lacquer, kind of like those lacquered Russian dolls and those lacquered Russian boxes that you see.
Or just a bowl filler. I think those would be
absolutely
glass or wood, whatever.
Yep, I had put a couple into my
night, Brad.
Into the planter that I was offering. It looked good with the kitsch. Again, maybe you guys do more floral arrangements. I think it would look good with that. You know, maybe if you wanted to embellish with a ribbon, you could use them and turn them into ornaments on your Easter tree. And again, you're getting all 6 for $12. Well, I'll bring them back. Thank you, Amy.
All right. I think we have, 2 rounds left. I'm going to do a quick claim for my next round. And I have a teeny tiny little lammy. It's a little lammy plush. Oh. He's very cute. He does have plastic eyes, very clean on him. He's not sawdust stuffed or anything. I believe he's just kind of fiberfill. And he has little velvety, what are those called? Hooves? Velvety hooves. And that is the original ribbon, I believe. There's a tiny little hanger up here. It's made by Dakin. The tag on here says Dakin and Company. Although it doesn't have a date on it, but I think it's probably 80s, 90s. It's not mohair. And what does it say here on the? It says wool pile and cotton back. That's what it says. So it's not mohair. But little embroidered tiny nose. It's not jointed or anything like that. Measurement is 4x4. So that's the size there. So you could use him as a little ornament if you wanted to, or just sit him. He's a good size for a dolly. Quick claim on this. If you want to claim him, he's going to be $8 for a little Lammy friend. And you can type in the letter L. The letter L for Lammy. L for Lammy. Oh, he's so cute. So cute and little.
He's adorable.
And yeah, he doesn't really have any kind of holes or discolorations or anything. Oh, Nikki, I see you for that little L. But thank you so much. He's coming to you. Thank you.
$14, Amy. And Kim, yes, you could. And I like that idea. She said about writing the name on those eggs, you could, and use them as place cards.
Oh, it's like place card holders. That's a good idea.
That's an awesome idea. And I bet you if you use the right kind of marker on it, you could clean it off of it.
Like a dry erase marker. Did you say 14?
14, yep. And I have a fun book that I think will be great to use at Easter time, and you can open it up and use it for other holidays if you want to. Amy, I think you offered this book once before, didn't you?
I have had that book, yeah. It's been a while, but yes, I have.
So it is the bow tie book, and it is from 1942. There is a little bit of wear to the corners, but nobody wrote in it, and everything still is intact. So I will quickly leaf through it. It measures 12 by 8.5. And again, the copyright on it is 1942. So the bow tie book, it starts with our friend, Mr. Rabbit, here on the front. Look at his dapper shoes. Definitely from the period. Look at those pants on there. And look at, and the colors on it are vibrant. No little youngster wrote in it.
I love this one.
Then again, you flip through. This is the little puppy here for Christmas time. It's Mistletoe. What did they call this dog? They called her Little Fluffy Mistletoe. So there's Little Fluffy Mistletoe. And there is the bow going through the bow on her head. And then you flip to the next page. And here we have our little kitty cat friend. You have the fun picture of the windows, kitty cat friend, the bow. Flips through to the cat opening up the present. It says, "Happy birthday to Kitty Cat." Then this next page here, and I think this is such a great duck or goose with the hat and the bow comes through. Again, you could open that page up at springtime. You could have opened up the other page at Christmas time. Then you have our mouse friend. Look at our dapper friend. The mouse, this would be fun in a summer display. Again, if you guys like nursery
Mr.
rhymes.
Tittlemouse.
Or what?
Mr. Tittlemouse.
Yes,
That's
he
his
is.
name.
Yes, he
Tittlemouse.
is. Look at his realistic nose.
His
He
nose.
I love it. I love it. And again, it's from 1942. This one has a little bit of wear in the corner, but this is great for Easter. So you can see there's a little discoloration up there in the corner. Little bunny friend playing with the butterflies. And then we have the chicks on top of the little Easter basket. How great would that be in the back of your Easter display as I'm peeking through? Hello. Hello, everybody. So we're looking for 15 or more. And then last but not least, on the back page, we have where the bow resonated, which is the bow on the curtain with our little peekaboo kitty cat friend. And again, just note we might have a little bit of bending or wear into the corners, but there's no tears. The spine of the book is in very good condition. So you can see there's just some curling there. I love the polka dots too, Karen. And I'd say the worst of any discoloration is right up here in the corner. And again, that's your Easter one. So we're looking for 15 or more. The book is from 1942. And I'll just randomly show you one more. Let's show you Kitty Cat Friend again, and let's count it down. MJ's in at 14. We're looking for 15, and we are doing just in case for active bidders. Easter right there. Perfect. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I see you, Nicole. I agree. It's in very good condition. Some of this stuff's just getting difficult to get your hands on. Like, unless you want pages ripped out and kids that wrote in it, like, this stuff is not getting any easier to get your hands on. Maybe where I go. I don't know. So Dapper Dan, big end. Bid end. MJ's just in case of 17. Nicole's just in case of 28. So for $18, it's coming to you, Nicole. Thank you very much. Thank you both.
All right. Last round, you guys, and then we will have a recap, and then we'll get to community share, and then we will say goodnight. My last round is going to be a quick claim again for my last round. All right. And we got to put him on the board because he's tiny. All right. I have the smallest Easter bunny figurine I think I've ever found. He is made by Napco, and he doesn't have the sticker there anymore. All right, but he is numbered on the bottom, and he is, again, that kind of satiny finish, but no cold paint you have to worry about. He does have a little high glaze on his eyes. No chips or repairs to him, but he's bringing the tiniest little Easter eggs, hippity hoppity. Bunny here measures only 2¼ inches tall, so I would consider that a miniature. Okay, made by Napco, and he is going to be $8. And if you want to claim Bunny Friend, you can put in letter E for Easter, letter E for Easter or Easter Bunny. Either way, I don't know if there's more that go with him. He was just all by him lonesome, all by himself, delivering those Easter eggs. Oh, all right. I see 2 in there with the letter E, but the first person I see on both of my devices is Nikki, and then I see Caroline. So Nikki, little Easter bunny is yours. Thank you so much.
All right. I'm going to do a quick claim as well. I previewed these, and I didn't notice until I went live with Amy that there is a little tiny bit of paint wear or a tiny little nip on the beak of the one. So I'm going to offer them at what I paid for them. So you're going to get these fun little bisque chicks. They double as figurines, but they are salt and pepper shakers. Okay. She is in pristine condition with no call outs. 1970s, 1980s bisque. Cute little chick friend. Look at her cute little bonnet and her pink little bow tie.
Really cute.
Little basket. He might need a little touch up on his beak. He's missing a little bit of paint there on his beak. I honestly didn't see it until I was underneath these strong lights. In a normal room, you don't see it. So a little bit of, I'm going to need a new camera here. A little bit of paint wear right there, or there's a tiny little nip on his beak, but he is very, very cute. I'm going to go out. Oh, his little stopper fell up inside, so you have to fish that out. I'm going to go out on a limb and say I think these might be Lefton. Other than that, they're in very good condition. They're going to look great in your Easter displays. Minus the little issue on the nose. If anyone wants them, they're going to be $8. They're just going to be $8. You can get the set of shakers. I also am going to have you put in a letter. Let's go with letter A. I was going to go with the same one, but letter A for applesauce, A for applesauce. Look at his little bow tie on the corner there. Again, $8. That's what I paid for them. I didn't even notice he had a little bit of paintwear or a nip. So it looks like Kathy Plunkett, it's going to you because I started to say E and then I thought, oh, with Amy saying E, I don't want. So Kathy, they are yours. Thank you so much, Terry. And thank you also for claiming, but Kathy, they are yours.
All right. Very, very cute. And yes, it's Gaffy and Karen going for an Easter stroll in duck form. All right. We are going to start our recap. So if you were not here, you missed something, we'll bring it back again. Of course, if you are watching on the replay, you can always email us and check if something is still available. Just make sure and do it in a timely fashion. Email us as soon as possible if there is something that you are interested in. Okay. Your new nickname, Gavin, is Gabby. All right. Jason, I will have you go and then I will do mine. Is that fine?
Yes, I'm trying to get myself organized here. Hang on a second.
Okay.
Where in the heck were they? God, I can't find it. Hold on. I got a pretty okay, here we go. So this was left over from my German die cut round. Okay. So I do believe these are vintage in the essence. They're probably 80s or 90s. These are all the fun little scenes of these fun little rabbits. Look at the detail there. Her hanging out the window. So, and this one does say that they were made in Germany right here. It does say made in Germany. And this measures about 4.5 by 6.5. And then you can cut these out if you want to, or you can use it the way it is. If anybody's interested, this would be Bunny 10. Bunny 10. Bunny 10. And it's probably 1980s die cut. So this would be Bunnies 10. Look at the detail in there. Very German graphics. So it would be Bunny 10. Bunny 10 if anybody is interested in that. Bear with me, guys. I got stuff all over the place here. So that, and then I had from my quick claim round, I had these little 1978. They were little pom-pom bunnies. Okay. And they have these little hard plastic eggs on the bottom, so they will sit as figurines or you hang them as ornaments. They're fun pom-poms. I have 4 of the white ones and I have 3 of the pink ones. 2 of the pink ones are missing a flower, okay? But they're 1970s kitsch. They're about 4.5 inches tall. So if anybody is interested in these, you have to put in the letter P, and they're $10 each. P, $10 each. They were a quick claim round. $10 each, letter P, and then you can let me know, did you want 1 or 4 of them or 1 or 3 of those? So they were letter P. I don't think I'll take our time and recap everything. I'll just show 2 more things. I won't waste anybody's time. $26 if anybody is interested in the Napco planter. You can put planter 26, planter 26. There's a little bit of paint wear here on the back. Planter 26, it's made by Napco, Planter 26. And then I will also then show, actually, I'm done. Go ahead, Amy. Don't worry about it. If you guys want anything, yeah.
Are you sure? I can come back to you.
Anything? Nope. You guys want anything, you can email me. You know how to get a hold of me. Go ahead, Amy. Okay. We're good.
All right. I had, wait. Mink says Bunnies 10.
Okay, Minx, how many did you want? I have 4 of the white ones and I have 3 of the pink ones. So just let me know, Minx, how many you were interested in. I have 4 of these white ones and then I have 3 of the pink ones. Just let me know what you were interested in. If you wanted 1 of each, if you just wanted 1. But I have 4 of these and then 2 of the pink ones are missing a flower. So if you just want 1 of each, you'd get 1 of the pink ones with 2 flowers. Just let me know. And now the chat stopped. So go ahead, Amy. I can watch the chat. Minx, let me know how many of those you wanted. If you just wanted 1, this would be white. I was going by the color of the pom-poms. It would be pink. White or pink.
They are cute.
Holy moly. The chat just completely.
Minx. What happened to you?
I feel like this is what happened when you were trying to talk to Wanda the one time.
Yeah, I know. I hope she didn't get filtered. I think we've been seeing her all sale. Can somebody type something in the chat? Please?
Oh my gosh.
I hope it didn't freeze.
Oh my gosh.
Thanks, Karen. I'm glad that the chat is moving.
I'm just feeling like a full moon in my world tonight.
All right, Jennifer, I see you.
German die cuts.
Who wants the die cut?
Got you. I got you, Minx. All right.
Okay.
Amy, just go ahead.
That's right.
I got you, Minx. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Whew. Lagtown. Welcome to Lagtown. Okay.
Man, thank you.
I had for my choice round of figurine postcard combo, I did have the Lefton bunny, more realistic style bunny, and then the antique bunny. This one is a printed in Germany postcard. I believe 1909. I think that's the postmark on it. So this pairing was 18. So you can type in bunny 18 if you want to claim that bunny 18 on the pairing. And I had my micro mosaics. Those were the other things. So I'll show these one at a time. So this one we will call blue. If my camera wants to cooperate. This one I believe does have a tiny little tile missing from the bottom, I think. Or maybe they did an oopsie and did it differently. I'm not sure. This one I'm going to call, Kim. Kim, I see you. Thank you so much. Let me write that down. Thank you, Kim. Okay. All right. Okay, this one I'm going to call blue because of the center. It's more of a turquoise, actually, in person. But I'm going to call that one blue. So that one's blue 20. I believe measures 1.5 by 1 inches. And then the other one I'm going to call red. I don't think that there's any missing tiles on this one. Don't think so. This one's going to be red 20 on that one. You have been wanting a brown Lefton bunny. Well, it's your lucky day, Kim. Actually, you weren't here when I showed these. This was really early on in the sale. Oh, Nikki Moss just popped out of nowhere. All right, Nikki, you got them both. Thank you so much. All right, good to see you, Nikki. All right, Jason, are you sure you don't want to recap anything
I'm good,
else?
Amy. I'm not going to put us through it. It's fine. It's good.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, thank you all so much. That is going to conclude our sale portion for tonight, and we do have community share, like I mentioned earlier today. So we're going to go into that, but before we do, thank you to Karen G, Mr. Gavi, if you will, Mr. Gavi, and Kim for helping us out in the chat as always tonight. Thank you all so very much for helping us. We can't do sales without all of your guys' help and support. So thank you so much. And we were going to talk about a reminder for sending your information. If you haven't done that yet already, do make sure and send us your info. Jason, do you want to talk about Friday and invoicing?
Yeah, invoicing for me will still go out Saturday. It'll be Saturday evening for me. Please join Tina on Whatnot. She was working really hard while I was live here to find some great jewelry for you guys. If you're into good vintage high-end jewelry, please head over and check her out. She's on Whatnot. It's Mother Tucker's Tina. I know that we're also planning an Easter sale on Whatnot. That will be previewed with things preloaded. So if you guys are interested in any of it, you can go over and bid. That will be in about a week. That'll be in about a week. And I'll let you know. We're going to do it on a different night and a different time. So I'll let you guys know when that is uploaded. Thank you, Amy.
Okay. Reminder for me, I'm going to be sending invoices out tomorrow. So you will get an email message from me when your invoice has been sent. So you're not wondering when it is going to go out. And we have a couple special things coming up next week. So I'm going to move the screen over before we get into community share. So for me, coming up this Sunday, this is fun. Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern, Miss Heather of Antique Agenda is joining me for a Hop into Spring sale this Sunday. So the 15th at 7 p.m. Eastern, which is Heather's normal live sale time. You know, she hasn't popped on and done a live sale for a while, but she's joining me for that. She did put her preview out over on Instagram earlier today. I will be doing mine tomorrow. So I can't wait for that. And I also can't wait for next Wednesday that Miss Barb of Winking Owl Antiques is going to be joining Jason and I at 8 p.m. Eastern for some Easter and spring goodies. Always fun to sell with Barb. I think we last saw her at Christmas time. So I'm happy to have Barb back on with us. She likes all the vintage holidays just like we do. So that is going to be a lot of fun. So that is coming up next week. And of course, Fantastic Finds will be back on Thursday next week as normal. Yes. So that is what we have going on next week. So I do have community share tonight from Brad and Greg at Countryside Antique Mall. They always do fabulous vintage holiday displays in their store. They display their own collections within the store. And Brad sent me some special photos from St. Patrick's Day. So I have some of those to share tonight since this is the last Fantastic Finds before St. Patrick's Day, which I believe is Tuesday.
Yeah.
I think it's Tuesday.
Wow. Yeah.
Yes, the 17th. Okay. So I have several. So we'll start here. So this is on the side of the checkout counter. This is they also collect beautiful Roseville. So
Wow.
that beautiful Roseville vase there is sitting out, but
Gorgeous.
kind of a mixture of stuff as we go through here. So there's some on top of the showcase, some in the showcase. So that's kind of what we're going to be looking at as we go along. I love the Ladyhead vase. And I do have some notes from Brad that I will read out. Now we're down into the case. Awesome die cuts. There's one of those Lefton little red-haired beard guys. Napco angel back there as we go along. I love the die cuts down in there. That's a unique way to display them. Instead of having them stand up or on a wall, I like them flat like that. Look at that postcard.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that cool?
That's kitschy. That's kitschy.
With the parrots. And then the Denison little die cuts in the original packaging next to that. I think that's pretty cool. Here we are back in there. So Brad said that all of this was found this year. Everything that he sent pictures was all found this year. And he decided to add in the spice tins because they were cute and they were green. And I agree. They totally work for St. Patrick's Day. I love the little cake picks in there. There's that little cutie pie Lefton March girl. I've never seen her out in the wild ever once, run across her. She's very cute. The new old stock Beistel shamrocks that were in the last picture, they didn't want to open them. I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to open them up either. It looks like that's a new old stock tablecloth that's in there too. Another one of those Lefton. Look at those little pixies getting up to no good back there in the back.
I was going to say, they make all their displays, and I'm here for it.
They do. There's a honeycomb decoration. I think those are hankies that are back in that little box. The other note I have was Brad's mom's birthday is March 17th, so on St. Patrick's Day, and they always made her a pistachio bundt cake for her birthday, and they still make it to this day to celebrate her birthday. Isn't that fun? I've never, so cool. I told him, I was like, I like pistachio ice cream, but I've never had pistachio cake. And there's some March angels, little pixies, so very cute. I have two more, and we'll go back through. Look at that. Look at that little whale playing.
I was going to say, I love how they added the whale in there.
Little dream pet Kai. He's holding playing cards. Maybe he's a card shark. Maybe he's not a whale. Maybe he's a shark. I don't know. Could be. I've never seen him. Oh yeah, there are those hankies in the box. Those are really pretty. So fun. I love to see the different, not highly decorated holidays. I don't know a lot of people that decorate for St. Patrick's Day. But I like that and I can't believe they found all this stuff this year. That's crazy.
Some good stuff.
Might see a couple things here and there out and about, but they do find some stuff. That is for sure. They find some awesome vintage out and about. They have a lot of sales that they go to out in the Indianapolis area. I know a lot of great estate sales and well, it's not quite yard sale season yet, but definitely
those spice tins. Amie, those spice tins are fantastic.
I know. I've never seen any of those spice tins before. I love those Weilers.
So good.
I have to look for some of those because I really like those too. All right, we're almost back to the beginning with that gorgeous Roseville. And there we are. And if you guys are near Indianapolis or traveling through, definitely stop into Countryside Antique Mall. They're open every single day. I know Jason's been there. I've been there a multitude of times. It's a great store. Great store to shop, and it's big. It's definitely big. Yes. So thank you, Brad and Greg, for sending those in. Always love to see your holiday stuff. Thank you so much. And I am really looking forward to trying a pistachio cake at some time. That sounds delicious. Yes. All right. Thank you all so very much for hanging out with us tonight. And we appreciate you being here week after week. Definitely go check out Tina's sale on Friday and come see Heather and I on Sunday. It's going to be so much fun. And we will see you back here next Wednesday for Easter with Barb. And then we'll be back here next Thursday. All right. Have a wonderful rest of your week and your weekend. Don't work too hard. We'll see you next week, you guys.
All right.
Good night.